Hello, welcome to Parallax, a D&D podcast made by people who have never made a podcast before. I'm noting that because the audio in this first variation may be a bit distorted or slow, or I may talk a bit too fast. That's because this is my first time doing this, and I am working on improving in the next arc. As I edit this, I've noticed a few more mistakes that could have been addressed, and I will do my best to address them with editing. But in case you notice anything, that's what's going on. Anyways, welcome to this world of interesting, strange anomalies known as Parallax. Enjoy your stay. Okay, I'm starting this. Welcome to Parallax, Quest for the West. That's what we're calling it, and we're not going to change that. It's a D&D podcast with a bunch of nerds literally in someone's basement. There are 7 of us, and I'm the DM. So I guess let's begin. Your dreams have been getting worse. As always, you find yourself in a town you've never seen before, a town so familiar and yet so distant. You stand in the streets as the sky clouds and the ground quakes beneath your heels. Your toes sink into the churning gravel beneath you. Smoke clouds the air and as buildings begin to collapse in waves before you. You try to move, but you cannot. You watch as the destruction forces itself towards you. However, this time, something peculiar occurs. A hooded figure lands beside you. Face and body covered in a cloak, this strange figure places a single hand upon your own, and you feel an item push itself into your palm. As you wrap your fingers around it, you sink deeper through the sand, through reality itself. As you slow fall, only now to land before a large tree with a crooked hilt and a tiny cabinet growing within the foliage. There is a single word, status, carved upon the trunk. You reach out with a shaking hand and white light washes over you, and yet again, as always, you wake. Covered in sweat, you sit up, looking around to realize you are back where you have previously been. Slipping a hand into your pocket, you find something that has not been there previously. A small shard of rock that glistens a bioluminescent hue in the dim morning hours. This is where our story begins. That's not all. That's the prologue. Yes?
Bless you. Hilts pertaining to a tree?
The butt of the tree.
Roots?
Yeah, the roots.
I like the butt of your tree.
Thank you for giving.
So like the roots are above the ground?
Yeah. So you see this crooked tree, basically. Okay. Now to the second part of this. Welcome to the Pyramids of Protection, a grouping of 3 isles, pushing out from the whirlpools of the Bloodbridge Sea. These isles, also known as the Virginian Isles, are separate continents, each supported by its own vast collective of wilderness and civilization alike. The eastmost of the Virginian Isles supports a vast and flourishing populace, leading to its status as the largest economic center in all of Parallax. The East Virginian continent is segregated by 4 distinct biomes. The desert plains, separated from civilization by the helix spires of the Zendriat mountain range. The vast cityscape of Yandrev, a 1,000-year-old empire whose trade supports the vibrant city it encompasses. Each congregation of civilization inside this vast biome is controlled by a Jarl, who in turn answers to the Emperor, a powerful man with connections all across the continent who takes residence in Yandrev's corner. While the vast villages and towns of Yandrev are clean, they are heavily patrolled, being known for punishment of even the lightest of crimes. Those born with unfortunate heritage, such as tieflings, suffer discrimination in these parts, leading to most of these species living in small villages on the outskirts of the larger towns. But just beyond the bright city lights of Yandrev are the pumice valleys. At their top lay the volcanic flats of the Grevian Forge, a hive of villages which surround the volcanic pits, siphoning magma through lava ducts that flow into the city forges. The Grevian Forge produces various weaponry that is later distributed through the continent, providing a handsome pay for those who work in the Dwarven City. Lastly, there is the Chasms of Luminous, a series of underground cities supported by magic ore that grows deep in the earth. Often a solitary city, this lone biome hardly contacts the outside world other than to export the harvest of their mineral ore. Its sister continent, the northmost Virginian Isle, is heavily guarded by a militant government, currently facing a civil war. It has not allowed travelers to cross its border since the Civil War began, only recently opening port to exchange trade with its sister isles. Not much is known about this mysterious content. And, lastly, the third and last isle is supported by myth and legend. The Western Isle, known most commonly as West Virginia, is the continent... I'm so sorry to anyone listening to this podcast. I'm so sorry. This is a serious game. The continent is surrounded by a wall of both myth and heavy fog. Those who enter this illusionary plane are fabled to never return. The continent has supposedly fallen thousands of years ago, never to surface again. Some theorize a void had opened in its wake, absorbing those brave enough to venture near. Our adventure, however, begins on slightly humbler terms, in a small town off of Yandrev known as Status, in which a small blue tiefling sits in a bookstore known as the Bear's Cradle Shop, looking over a heavy parchment scroll in her arms. Sorrow, would you care to describe yourself?
Sorrow's a purple tiefling, but he called
Sorry. I'll just say indigo.
That's close. That's good. You're colorblind.
I'm colorblind. I'm not, but
I can't make another colorblind character because I don't know what the colors are.
Do describe yourself.
So Sorrow is a pretty small tiefling. Pretty like purple hued. Got as stated like indigo-ish skin, silver eyes, dark purple hair. It's kind of black until they hits the sunlight. They are really loaded down with just like bad pouches and layers because they tend to they're on the move a lot.
Yes.
So they're wearing at least 4 layers. They have pouches hidden all over them. So she's pretty loaded down.
Okay.
She is while she's small, she's also pretty like buff. Just because she does build her own shelters and harvest her own
So like
food.
lean muscle.
Yeah, like lean muscle because she
like a thin dude on the football team, but he's still thin.
Yeah, like you look at them, you look at her like in all of her layers, and you're like, that is a twig. And then she like gets to her campsite and takes all the layers off, and you're like, Jesus H Christ!
It's a thicker
Where did those
twig.
biceps come from? Yeah.
Okay.
She kind of has a really like dirty look to her. Like she's
As most
clean.
tieflings do.
Yeah, she's like as clean as she can get, but she's rough around.
That was
the
probably
edges.
fantasy racist.
Yeah, it was. What are you, an elf now?
Ooh. We all know that the DM is canonly a half goblin, so. Anyways, so Sorrow, the tiefling, you have this you're looking over this heavy parchment scroll. You've come to this town for a specific reason. You don't want to admit that reason was because of that weird ass dream you had.
Good dream. I know nothing.
So, but as you look over this parchment, you're looking for a map, something to explain this weird town you've seen over and over again for countless days, when you hear the jingle of the doors open and you see something that wouldn't normally catch, as someone enters, this wouldn't normally catch your eye, but this time it does, because a large, genasi male entered. Our player, the genasi just kind of inhaled an entire Skittle when I said that. Like,
Reese's, but okay.
Reese's, sorry.
So, Sorrow just...
Okay, so you see this genasi male, and, would you like to describe yourself, Ember?
My name's Ember.
You don't need to do your character voice for describing yourself.
Genasti, Twunk, 21, 5'6". Is your Tinder profile?
Yeah, like we on.
My skin is dark, not so colored, but close, with like these red.
So you have like dark earthy tones.
Yeah, with these like red marks on my skin that glow, and then hair is kind of short. It's black with the red streaks, and
Black,
it kind of
yeah.
moves like fire.
Black with red streaks that moves as if it has a mind of its own.
Like you're underwater almost.
All right, and you come into the shop, and you don't normally go to this kind of thing. It's kind of like you don't want to be seen as like this kind of nerd, really. But and you don't really want to be in this part of town either, because this is like, you know, like hidey-tidy. stuff. You're a rogue. You don't really like doing things this way.
Lawful evil, I do things my own way.
Yeah, you want to do things your own way. But these dreams have been driving you crazy. You feel like you haven't gotten energy or sleep, and then this new change in the case, and you actually you have this rock in your pocket, this shard that glows this iridescent bioluminescent hue in the dark. And when you turn it, it changes colors, multiple variations. And you know that something is not normal about this. And you've come to this town that you've seen the name of in your dream to try and figure something out. And what will you two do?
Sarah just goes, oh, hell no. Back to her book.
Ooh.
Well, I look offended.
Okay, so
Thanks.
Sarah can't see. She's reading her
to
book.
get this in, a tiefling who's already like in the town is like that's kind of a scandal. It's like, ooh, there's the tiefling.
Everybody's like whispering.
Yeah, it's like all the guards like look at you.
Like flipping them the bird.
Yeah, like the guards just like follow you, like their eyes just like where it's like they think you're gonna shoplift like wherever you go.
I feel the urge to protect you, though.
So you walk in, Ember, walk in, and immediately this tiefling goes, hell no, and looks back at their scroll.
Whoa, I start by crossing my arms.
Sarah can't see you.
His leather kind of squeaks together as he crosses his arms.
Sarah like doesn't look up all the way, but like gives him like one of those like side glances. And then, like,
Are you sitting at a table?
No, she's standing by like a shelf.
I'm going to approach.
Sarah Can I put the scroll back and then move down the bookshelf?
Yes.
Ooh.
Okay.
Do I need to roll to put the scroll back and move down the bookshelf?
Well, roll. Let's have this be our first roll because I find it hilarious. Oh, by the way, we have special rolling dice. So
It was 18.
It was 18. It rolled to
okay, let's say 18.
Okay.
You put the scroll back. Okay. So also for clarification, we have special D20s, which instead of a crit fail or a 1, it says fuck. So if I ask for someone's number and they say fuck, it is a crit fail.
Excuse me.
It-
You say critical fuck.
Oh yeah, or a critical fuck.
Crit fuck. Crit, yeah.
Yeah, or yeah is 20.
Oh yeah.
When I meet right after the 20.
Stop.
Or if you're trying to fuck, then it would be a critical fuck, yeah. Anyways.
Critical fuck, yeah.
Okay.
So she just
So
kinda puts the-
and you what do you do, Ember?
I'll follow you down the bookcase.
So Sarah's a little sketched out now, so she just like turns to this Ganache and goes, "Can I help you? Do I have something on my face? Did I rob you or something? Do you need something? Do you?"
Half the town thinks I've robbed them.
Half the town thinks I've robbed them. You can talk to the guards outside. You've been following me all day. I haven't robbed anybody yet.
Is there anything you can tell me about this town?
Oh, it's really racist.
Yeah, okay, both of you are new to the town, but neither of you know that you both are new to the town because you just came here because of your freaky dreams.
I came here for information that is none of your information. It is my information. Not reached that level of friendship yet. Level locked and key thrown in the river. You can ask me about 3 questions and get the right answer.
So one, we got this tiny tiefling, and we've got this like decently tall dude.
6.
He's 5'6". So in fantasy terms, that's decently tall, somewhat average. So he's kind of like crossing his arms, looking down at this tiefling, and it's like.
Tiefling just tells him off.
Yeah, and he's kind of like now thinking like he wants to answer, but he also doesn't want to like.
I'm sorry, she just seems kind of important. I don't know why, I just feel like you're important.
Yeah, you feel this close connection, like.
Oh wow, you're the first person to think I'm important.
Okay, I'm starting this. Welcome to Parallax Quest for the West. That's what we're calling it, and we're not going to change that. It's a D&D podcast with a bunch of nerds literally in someone's basement. There are 7 of us, and I'm the DM. So I guess let's begin. Your dreams have been getting worse. As always, you find yourself in a town you've never seen before, a town so familiar and yet so distant. You stand in the streets as the sky clouds and the ground quakes beneath your heels. Your toes sink into the churning gravel beneath you. Smoke clouds the air and as buildings begin to collapse in waves before you. You try to move, but you cannot. You watch as the destruction forces itself towards you. However, this time, something peculiar occurs. A hooded figure lands beside you. Face and body covered in a cloak, this strange figure places a single hand upon your own, and you feel an item push itself into your palm. As you wrap your fingers around it, you sink deeper through the sand, through reality itself. As you slow fall, only now to land before a large tree with a crooked hilt and a tiny cabinet growing within the foliage. There is a single word, status, carved upon the trunk. You reach out with a shaking hand and white light washes over you, and yet again, as always, you wake. Covered in sweat, you sit up, looking around to realize you are back where you have previously been. Slipping a hand into your pocket, you find something that has not been there previously. A small shard of rock that glistens a bioluminescent hue in the dim morning hours. This is where our story begins. That's not all. That's the prologue. Yes?
Bless you.
Hilt pertaining to a tree?
The butt of the tree.
Roots?
Yeah, the roots.
I like the butt of your
okay,
tree.
Thank you for giving.
So like the roots are above ground?
Yeah. So you see this crooked tree, basically. Okay. Now to the second part of this. Welcome to the Pyramids of Protection, a grouping of 3 isles, pushing out from the whirlpools of the Bloodbridge Sea. These isles, also known as the Virginian Isles, are separate continents, each supported by its own vast collective of wilderness and civilization alike. The eastmost of the Virginian Isles supports a vast and flourishing populace, leading to its status as the largest economic center in all of Parallax. The East Virginian continent is segregated by 4 distinct biomes. The desert plains, separated from civilization by the helix spires of the Zendriat mountain range. The vast cityscape of Yandrev, a 1,000-year-old empire whose trade supports the vibrant city it encompasses. Each congregation of civilization inside this vast biome is controlled by a Jarl, who in turn answers to the Emperor, a powerful man with connections all across the continent who takes residence in Yandrev's corner. While the vast villages and towns of Yandrev are clean, they are heavily patrolled, being known for punishment of even the lightest of crimes. Those born with unfortunate heritage, such as tieflings, suffer discrimination in these parts, leading to most of these species living in small villages on the outskirts of the larger towns. But just beyond the bright city lights of Yandrev are the pumice valleys. At their top lay the volcanic flats of the Grevian Forge, a hive of villages which surround the volcanic pits, siphoning magma through lava ducts that flow into the city forges. The Grevian Forge produces various weaponry that is later distributed through the continent, providing a handsome pay for those who work in the Dwarven City. Lastly, there is the Chasms of Luminous, a series of underground cities supported by magic ore that grows deep in the earth. Often a solitary city, this lone biome hardly contacts the outside world other than to export the harvest of their mineral ore. Its sister continent, the northmost Virginian Isle, is heavily guarded by a militant government, currently facing a civil war. It has not allowed travelers to cross its border since the Civil War began, only recently opening port to exchange trade with its sister isles. Not much is known about this mysterious content. And, lastly, the third and last isle is supported by myth and legend. The Western Isle, known most commonly as West Virginia, is the continent... I'm so sorry to anyone listening to this podcast. I'm so sorry. This is a serious game. The continent is surrounded by a wall of both myth and heavy fog. Those who enter this illusionary plane are fabled to never return. The continent has supposedly fallen thousands of years ago, never to surface again. Some theorize a void had opened in its wake, absorbing those brave enough to venture near. Our adventure, however, begins on slightly humbler terms, in a small town off of Yandrev known as Status. in which a small blue tiefling sits in a bookstore known as the Bear's Cradle Shop, looking over a heavy parchment scroll in her arms. Sorrow, would you care to describe yourself?
Sorrow's a purple tiefling, but he closed
Sorry.
up.
I'll just say indigo.
That's close. That's good.
You're colorblind.
I'm colorblind. I'm not, but
I can't make another colorblind character because I don't know what the colors are.
do describe yourself.
So Sorrow is a pretty small tiefling. Pretty like purple hued. Got as stated like indigo-ish skin. Silver eyes, dark purple hair. It's kind of black until they hits the sunlight. They are really loaded down with just like bad pouches and layers because they tend to they're on the move a lot.
Yes.
So they're wearing at least 4 layers. They have pouches hidden all over them. So she's pretty loaded down.
Okay.
She is while she's small, she's also pretty like buff. Just because she does build her own shelters and harvest her own
So like
food.
lean muscle.
Yeah, like lean muscle because she
Like a
just-
thin dude on the football team, but he's still thin.
Yeah, like you look at them, you look at her like in all of her layers, and you're like, that is a twig, and then she like gets to her campsite and takes all the layers off, and you're like, Jesus H Christ!
It's a thicker
Where did those
twig.
biceps come from? Yeah.
Okay.
She kind of has a really like dirty look to her. Like she's
As most
clean.
tieflings do.
Yeah, she's like as clean as she can get, but she's rough around.
That was
the
probably
edges.
fantasy racist.
Yeah, it was. What are you, an elf now?
Ooh. We all know that the DM is canonly a half goblin, so. Anyways, so Sorrow, the tiefling, you have this you're looking over this heavy parchment scroll. You've come to this town for a specific reason. You don't want to admit that reason was because of that weird ass dream you had.
Good dream. I know nothing.
So, but as you look over this parchment, you're looking for a map, something to explain this weird town you've seen over and over again for countless days, when you hear the jingle of the doors open and you see something that wouldn't normally catch, as someone enters, this wouldn't normally catch your eye, but this time it does, because a large, genasi male entered. Our player, the genasi, just kind of inhaled an entire Skittle when I said that. Like,
Reese's, but okay.
Reese's, sorry.
So Sorrow just
Okay, so you see this genasi male, and would you like to describe yourself, Ember?
My name's Ember.
Ooh.
You don't need to do your character voice for describing yourself.
Genasti, Twunk, 21, 5'6".
Is your
Um,
Tinder profile?
Yeah,
Red eyes.
like Leon.
My skin is dark, not so colored, but close, with like these red.
So you have like dark earthy tones.
Yeah, with these like red marks on my skin that glow, and then hair is kind of short. It's black with the red streaks, and
Black,
it kind of
yeah.
moves like fire,
Black with red streaks that moves as if it has a mind of its own.
like you're underwater almost.
All right, and you come into the shop, and you don't normally go to this kind of thing. It's kind of like you don't want to be seen as like this kind of nerd, really. But and you don't really want to be in this part of town either, because this is like, you know, like hidey tidy stuff. You're a rogue. You don't really like doing things this way.
Lawful evil, I do things my own way.
Yeah, you want to do things your own way. But these dreams have been driving you crazy. You feel like you haven't gotten energy or sleep, and then this new change in the case, and you actually you have this rock in your pocket, this shard that glows this iridescent, bioluminescent hue in the dark. And when you turn it, it changes colors, multiple variations. And you know that something is not normal about this, and you've come to this town that you've seen the name of in your dream to try and figure something out. And what will you two do?
Sorrow just goes, Oh, hell no. Back to her book.
Ooh.
Well, I look offended.
Okay, so
Thanks.
Sorry,
So,
I can't see. She's reading her
to
book.
get this in, a tiefling who's already like in the town is like that's kind of a scandal. It's like, ooh, there's the tiefling.
Everybody's like whispering.
Yeah, it's like all the guards like look at you.
like flipping them the bird.
Yeah, like the guards just like follow you, like their eyes just like at like where it's like they think you're gonna shoplift like wherever you go. So you walk in, Ember walk in, and immediately this tiefling goes, hell no, and looks back at their scroll.
I start by crossing my arms.
Saru can't see you.
His leather kind of squeaks together as he crosses his arms.
Saru like doesn't look up all the way, but like gives him like one of those like side glances. And then, like,
Are you sitting at a table?
No, she's standing by like a shelf.
I'm going to approach.
Saru puts the. Can I put the scroll back and then move down the bookshelf?
Yes.
Ooh.
Okay.
Do I need to roll to put the scroll back and put it down the bookshelf?
Well, roll. Let's have this be our first roll because I find it hilarious. Oh, by the way, we have special rolling dice. So
It was 18. It was 18.
It rolled two.
okay, let's say 18.
Okay.
You put the scroll back. Okay. So also for clarification, we have special D20s, which instead of a crit fail or a 1, it says fuck. So if I ask for someone's number and they say fuck, it is a crit fail. Oh yeah, or a critical fuck.
Crit fuck it. Crit, yeah.
Yeah, or yeah is 20.
Oh yeah.
When I meet right after them.
Stop.
Or if you're trying to fuck, then it would be a critical fuck yeah. Anyways.
Critical fuck yeah.
Okay.
So she just.
So and you what do you do, Ember?
I'll follow you down the bookcase.
So Sarah's a little sketched out now, so she just like turns to this gonna ask she and goes, "Can I help you? Do I have something on my face? Did I rob you or something? Do you need something? Do you?"
Half the town thinks I've robbed them.
Half the town thinks I've robbed them. You can talk to the guards outside. You've been following me all day. I haven't robbed anybody yet.
Is there anything you can tell me about this town?
Oh, it's really racist.
Yeah, okay, both of you are new to the town, but neither of you know that you both are new to the town because you just came here because of your freaky dreams.
I came here for information that is none of your information. It is my information. Not reached that level of friendship yet. Level locked and key thrown in the river. You can ask me about 3 questions and get the right answer.
So one, we got this tiny tiefling, and we got this like decently tall dude.
5'6".
He's 5'6". So in fantasy terms, that's decently tall, somewhat average. So he's kind of like crossing his arms, looking down at this tiefling, and it's like.
Tiefling just tells him off.
Yeah, and he's kind of like now thinking like he wants to answer, but he also doesn't want to like.
I'm sorry, she just seems kind of important. I don't know why, I just feel like you're important.
Yeah, you feel this close connection, like.
Oh wow, you're the first person to think I'm important.
Hey everyone, editor Sherb/Izzy here. I'm here because we ended up losing about an hour of audio. So I'm going to give a quick summary of all the shenanigans that occurred in the hour we had lost. As the fighting occurs between the Genasi and this tiefling, they notice someone sitting just behind a bookshelf. This is the introduction of the next character, Aikilan. He will now forever be referred to as Tequila, Keelan, etc. because none of us can talk properly. This dude is pretty tall, cloaked in a hood, and trying to read a book in peace. He's researching a similar strange rock he has found. Sorrow immediately initiates him into the Best Friends Club, as she's now calling it, and begins to interrogate this poor boy. The boy explains that he's trying to figure out this rock, and the others explain they're in a similar circumstance. As this occurs, Sorrow and Ember's attentions collectively are then drawn when they see an elf go flying just outside the window of the bookstore. Rushing outside, they find a guard standing in the street and an elf laying across the floor, a single rock laid out on the ground where he has been thrown. Cue heavy sighs from all of them as they immediately proceed to intimidate the guard, getting him to leave. Aikilan is now also with the group, having piqued his interest. The elf, who had stolen a necklace, which the guards had taken back, is named Iolas, a fighter with little impulse control, but he seems to be a genuinely cool dude. Just as the guard leaves, they notice another altercation in the alleyway right ahead of them. There is an old-looking woman with a pocket knife pointed at another tiefling. Sorrow, being out there for her fellow tiefling, confronts the woman who seems to be interested in a chicken bone that the other tiefling has picked up. Upon giving the woman the bone, she apologizes. The tiefling introduces herself as Nemia, and we will later discover that the woman is known as the Bone Stealer. Both have their own stones as well. After group discussion, the newly formed gang chooses to seek out this tree that they had seen in their dreams. Upon reaching the tree, Sorrow scrambles up and produces a large box from the foliage. They open it up to find a map. Upon opening it, Aikilan passes out. It is revealed that Aikilan has been summoned by an interesting man, a tiefling, who I will later describe in the second arc due to time restraints. This tiefling explains that he needs Aikilan and the group's help to save the world from a vague threat. He explains the map will lead him to the beginning of this quest. He also tells Aikilan that he is proud of him. Aikilan wakes up and grabs the map out of Sorrow's mouth, who has been chewing on it. The group follows the map to a winding desert. The tieflings and Ember love the change of temperature and are enjoying the warmth. They reach the area that the map says is their destination, and before they know it, the sand gives way beneath their feet. They fall to the ground. They are in a limestone obelisk, long buried under the sand. They find their way down each floor trying to escape. They have gotten to the first layer of this area. This is where the audio picks up on a conversation about vor, of all things, so that's nice. And we will resume the audio. Anyways.
Digested because then I can steal the bone from the inside.
That's not how it works.
That's terrifying.
It is now. Welcome to
Okay.
Fantasyland.
Okay, y'all. Okay, who rolled the good perceptions that didn't get a critical fail?
I got 20.
I got 9.
Okay.
Wait, did I roll?
I got a 15.
I think
No,
Does it say fucker?
I think it
Yeah.
moved. I think
You
I
picked
might
that
have-
up.
I think
Yeah,
I
you
picked
did pick
that
it up.
I picked
Okay.
it up and it was just the good
Okay.
one.
So,
Great, adding insult.
Where are my clothes?
Okay. So in the middle, you see this like trap door basically, and you're like, huh?
Is it a fucking mimic?
It's not.
No.
Mimics are chats.
I like how you go to a dungeon. Is that a mimic? You're like first
I
thing
don't
you see.
trust anything.
First thing you see. Is that a mimic?
I'm a mimic. I mean, it's kind of true.
I'd rather not. I'm the DM. I mean, y'all are gonna get fucked over by God at one point anyway. By the way, you guys just landed on these giant marble pillars.
Great.
Sorrow's back cracks really good.
the most
left.
cursed.
I'm sorry I
noise.
gently landed you guys onto marble pillars.
Thanks.
Gently.
Yeah, generally for these two,
Except
Sorrow
for
just like
gently
slapped.
twist
Yeah.
you into marble pillars.
Sorrow just slapped herself down.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna move
I
this
almost
slightly.
literally fell perfectly fine, but then fell back on his ass because he was old.
So,
Nude.
You see these weird. Yes.
Sorrow jumps off the pillars. And
Yeah, y'all can sit up. You see these weird tile pillars, and in the very
Sorrow's path.
corner, you see this little little tiny chest. It's opened,
So,
and there is a skeleton in a armor, laying
Saw runs over.
like arm reaching out towards this chest.
The bone stealer runs
Well,
over.
Sorrow is objectively.
Oh, true. Sorrow is closer,
enough
so.
to it.
But bones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorrow is objectively.
What do you do?
closer to it. Steals the armor off
Okay, 1 second. Roll initiative. Everyone, roll initiative.
Come on. God damn it. It's a mimic. 18.
of it. 15.
16.
1 second.
Wait, which one is the
Note the book that I'm opening.
20.
Sorry, the Sorrow's voice is really wrecking my throat.
No problem. You just do your normal voice right now.
Yeah, because it's really like
I got an 8.
hurting.
Okay.
Got some good rolls.
This armor shifts and it stands up.
Sorrow goes.
The bones fall out of this armor. It is now entirely self, and you can take the bones if you want. But there is a giant thing of armor. Yes?
Iolas just looks at this and goes, what the fuck?
I love that. Anyways, so
Sorrow just goes. Oh god damn it.
Skeleton human.
the skeleton is humanoid. You can't really tell because the ears don't ear bones don't really keep the same.
I can tell because I'm
There's
a
no
bone
ear
expert.
bones.
The ear bones
Yeah, exactly,
connected to
exactly.
the-
So you can't tell if it's an elf because there aren't any ear bones. Ear bones don't exist, and if they do, that would be not allowed in my universe. So you realize quickly that this is an animated armor, which is armor that has been enchanted to guard something, which means that you're like, ho ho ho.
Is it technically a person?
We are now in combat mode.
I can't cast
Great.
a person.
Did everyone roll for initiative?
Yeah.
Who was the highest?
I have an 8.
I got 17.
I've got 18.
18 goes first, then we go down.
15.
Then I go down the other one.
16. I don't even know what I did.
Okay, 18. What do you want to do? Welcome to your first battle.
Okay, not to be a lame ass, but can I forfeit my turn so
Yeah.
I'll fall back to the back of the room?
Yeah, you can just sit there.
Okay, so
16.
I'm gonna forfeit
Yep,
my
16
turn.
goes next.
So what's happening?
Wait,
Like,
There,
17.
do we see?
Well, we have a 17.
Yeah.
Yeah, small.
Oh god.
Oh, okay, small.
Well,
Small.
My boy has a light crossbow, so he's gonna
Are you gonna use a bolt from your crossbow?
yes.
Okay. Roll for that. 1 second. Do 1 second. I gotta Google this real quick. Has it get oddly close to the mic?
What dice are you rolling for that? Is there a specific dice that you have to roll for it? Just as long as
I'm gonna
because
say-
some spells you have to.
Okay.
I didn't say.
It's a D6.
Yeah, it's a
Is
D6.
this a D6?
Yes. So you roll a D6
That's
for
a D8, isn't it?
damaging. Wait, what did you roll to hit? Roll the 20 first.
This is
I rolled a 9.
Oh, you rolled a 9. You try and put it in your. You try and fit the arrow into your crossbow, and it just kind of tumbles out onto the ground. And you just kind of look at it defeated, and because you know that your turn is up. Ember, you next.
I only have one weapon.
Use it.
Okay.
What do you gotta tell me what you do
I can slash.
with your rapier?
Yep.
Okay. Google. Google. Goggle.
Okay, so roll
my 20.
I was gonna say yeah, roll your
Roll your 20 to see if you do anything
do it.
first.
13. What do I add?
That's a D4 plus your strength.
So wait, do the roll.
And let me just check to see if this guy is.
so I got 6.
So hard.
Okay. So, did you roll?
Yeah.
What did you get?
I rolled a 20, right? Like D20 dice or not?
Yeah, you roll the
Yeah,
20 dice.
and you got a 13, but then you roll.
Plus my modifier is 16.
No, I mean you roll. Yeah, so that works, and then you roll your D4. D4 plus your strength
I
stat.
thought this was a D4.
Yeah, it is a
That's
D4.
right.
Yeah.
That is a D4. I'm just holding up the wrong dice.
3 plus
Which one?
Your strength.
6.
You have a +6 on strength?
No,
wait,
plus
total's
3, so
6.
3 plus 3 is 6.
Oh.
Oh no.
Gotta write this health down. You stab your rapier right through this armor. It doesn't seem. It kind of like jumps back a bit, but it does not seem phased by your. You kind of pull it back out, and you're like, oh.
Alright. Me now?
Mhm.
I was gonna cast Thorn Whip, which has a length of 30 feet, and it's 1d6.
He's pretty close. So roll the 1d6.
6.
Alrighty. You do 6 damage. This thing, like, you knock off its little head, goes tumbling, it kind of grabs it and puts it back on. One.
Sorry, just kind of goes, oh ho!
Oh!
Take that, fucking armor.
So, it looks a bit, like, battered now. It's kind of got some dents in it.
Yeah.
Because you just hit it with a giant vine.
Yeah.
It'll do that.
And I don't know how long the Thorn Whip lasts.
Now this thing seems to have some kind of blind sight almost. It's kind of like shuffling around a bit, like scooting its little feeties. Who's next? Who is next?
I have a 10.
10 goes first.
I'm going to climb onto the pillar in behind and stand up and try to aim my take out my bow and try to aim it.
You have a light crossbow as well, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, 1 second.
What can you use it?
Okay, roll a d20. With magic, you don't need to roll. You also try and put in the arrow, and you drop it on the ground.
So nobody knows.
And you realize that you've wasted a turn.
Wow.
The Bone Stealer, your turn. We will wait until you finish chewing. Oh my god! You just die. It's the Bone Stealer's turn.
Right here. It's fine.
Do you need, like, water? Take some water. Do you forget?
It's not better, but I can do this.
Okay.
So, I cast cantrip called Firebolt.
Oh.
I kind of like, I peek around the corner, cast Firebolt.
Okay, 1 second.
Wait, so something I neglected to mention, I have a cape around my neck. I just grab that.
So you don't, like, catch it on fire.
Yeah, I don't want the beautiful grayish cape.
Okay.
All fired up. Also, because I kind of needed to focus on your magic.
Okay, 1 second.
And then I peek back around.
He's gonna make a dexterity saving throw. And... Wait, I'm gonna put that through the thing, because I didn't fully roll that. Oh wait, 1 second. So you take some fire. Okay, so the spell, it kind of shuffles out of the way, and the spell just kind of hits the wall, which is made of limestone, and it just dissipates. Okay, and I'm sorry. And now this boy is going to attack, and are you guys still in the same character positions of where you are?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Where's
I was gonna say you should be closer.
The
to
guy's
the
near the
back.
chest. He's right near the
A
chest.
little bit.
Okay. So he is going to turn to you two. Roll initiative. Sorrow and Ember. Roll initiative because you're right next to him.
Don't the initiative stay the same?
Oh. Okay.
What do I add?
You don't need to add
You don't need to
anything.
add
Sorrow
anything. You're
rolled
not
a
being
4.
attacked.
14.
Okay. So this dude is going to
Stars, did Ember even do any damage?
Okay, so roll a dexterity saving throw because this dude's going to try and slam against you.
Am I using my intelligence or my wisdom?
Acrobat. It's athletics.
Sorry. I don't. Yeah, I know.
I gotta use the intelligence to move out of the...
We gotta create a fuck.
Oh, crit fuck. Okay.
Is there any way I can like push her out?
Look.
Is there any way I can like push her out of the way?
No, because it's turn-based now. Because we're in battle.
Save you now.
Okay, so you are frozen in place because this thing's just like looming over you.
Yeah.
And-
Sarah just goes, oh fuck.
Okay.
Oh God, please no.
I
One.
wish I
Okay,
could
1
fix
second.
Sam.
Oh, you're very lucky. It like kind of like slams against you for 3 damage.
So damage is lucky.
Yeah, I rolled a 1 on a d6.
Oh well, that's lucky then.
And now we all roll initiative again.
Alright,
Welcome to my favorite
I got a
game.
19.
I got a 2.
15.
15.
Yeah,
The
the
nine-
fuck dice is getting banned for bad rolls.
It's
Yeah, but fuck guys is really bad for me as well.
it's
Yeah,
worked
so
for
it's
me.
dice
Maybe it's only the black ones.
I got a 19.
It's going to
Because
I
we
got
have
a
black
black
and
one.
red. Do you want to borrow a red one?
I have bad luck rolling. I got a 2.
Okay, so we're going with the
18.
we're going with the 19 first
Okay.
because
19, 18, 15,
okay,
14.
gasp. That's a lot of numbers.
What's the likelihood of Sorrow
What are you?
dying or getting attacked?
How much health do you have?
7.
You've got 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
You're
know.
pretty good.
I'm not gonna heal you for now.
I can heal my own
Yep.
goddamn
That's what
self.
I'm
Offended that another healer is trying to take
I'm
your
not
spot.
actually saying this on game.
Okay.
I'm just trying to mentally
Yeah,
process.
You guys are like talking
So-
across the battlefield like, I can heal you. Like, you're like, no, I got it. I got it.
I got
I'm
Like
good.
ASL, like.
Yeah, like,
This makes me really
Macarena. Anyways,
so
what will you do?
attacking this thing isn't technically a like living thing. I mean, it's a
No.
suit of armor. Okay, cool. So
It is a construction, so it's not a humanoid.
I'm gonna use
You
I'm gonna use my sacred flame cantrip.
Okay, sacred. I was gonna say you could just punch it. You know that's an option. Do
I'm actually. Can I?
you want to punch it, or do you want to use sacred flame?
Do you want to punch it?
Well, I'm trying to figure out because I need to move.
I'm looking at sacred flame.
I mean,
Sacred,
Chill.
Sacred flame. Basically, the thing needs to get a dexterity like save.
Yeah.
Sorrow probably got knocked.
I was gonna say yeah. Where's Sarah? Because depending on who's where depends on whether I can actually like cast sacred flame and not hit
Sarah's
anyone.
probably there. Where are you? I don't know who you are.
I'm right here.
So if you're here, you could probably scoot over and then shoot.
Moving doesn't take like I can
No,
move without.
because each square on that is about 5 feet, and you can move 30 feet. So, but in this small of an area,
and
you're fine.
this thing is a range of 60 feet. So,
So Sorrow and Ember on opposite sides of the pillar as the
Mhm.
the
Are you gonna?
what's its face?
It's an enchanted armor.
So Sarah was on top of the pillar and got knocked off.
I was gonna say essentially I'm trying to figure out do I have clearance to actually do this without hurting
I
anybody else.
think if you move to the middle
And
of the room,
I was
you
gonna
can
s-
shoot over the pillar.
I'm
You
gonna
could
move to the middle because I don't want to fall in the fucking trap
Okay.
door.
Well, not directly in the middle, but next
I was
to
gonna
the
say,
front
I'll-
door.
Yeah.
Like essentially move like
Behind the trapdoor.
that's probably good. Not like off the corner, off the top corner of it.
Okay. So, and you're gonna cast sacred flame.
So I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame.
Okay.
So
Roll.
target must succeed on a dexterity saving
Yeah.
throw.
Gotta roll to saving throw. 2.
Rip.
He does not see you coming, and roll for damage. So
7.
Ooh. This thing just evaporates in your fiery black. Okay, so let's say you step in and with the god's word on your heels.
With the might of my god, anime girl transformation.
You hold out a hand and flames, and this spire of flames comes down your arm, and it shoots out towards this this armor that just kind of turns its head as it becomes like obliterated by this. Like we're talking like Super Smash Brothers, like a light beam coming in. This fire just evaporates this thing, and nothing is left in its wake.
Wow.
Yes.
Sorrow very sadly puts her sickles away.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
Dejected Holly.
And we're just kind of turns to look back like, what the heck?
By the way, you two have resistant damage, like to fire, so
Yeah. So we're just like
Yeah,
y'all.
you guys don't need to take any of the buffer from that.
You chose
Yes.
people to aim that at.
Iolas very excitedly screams, "Hell yeah!"
Yeah, the fighter in the background hasn't actually fought any of this entire thing. Hell yeah. Yes?
Can I cast Cure Wound on myself?
Is it a cantrip or is it a spell?
It's a spell. It's 1d8 plus spellcasting.
Yeah, you can do it.
modifier.
Just remember that you lose a spell slot.
Yeah. This is a d8.
Yes.
Yep. And I'm gonna give away the
What
XP
is
to those who
my-
actually hit it.
What is my spellcasting modifier?
I think it's wisdom.
Wisdom.
Mhm.
Is that the big number or the small number?
Small number.
So that's 6. So do I?
Don't you need your D3 health points?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
do
you're
I-
fine.
was gonna
You're
say,
yeah,
you're
you're just going.
fine, you're
You
full
can't
health.
gain like extra health points. Okay, so
I'm just like glowing.
so the people that actually hit this are Sorrow, Ember, and Keelbin.
Heck yeah. Tequila. Yeah. So what do I get?
One
This is
second.
great. Everyone's gonna call me Keelan, Tequila, like all these different
Ikea.
names. Can we have Ty's just be the only one who actually calls me by like my
It's like
full name?
taquito,
Taquitos.
Tostitos.
Tostitos pizza roll.
We're just gonna get worse. Like this goes on. Hey TikTok.
I'm famous on TikTok.
It's like that smudged handwriting meme. TikTok famous.
Okay.
I just hit.
Alright. So
Okay. 1 second. I need to figure.
Million followers on TikTok.
I wish I hit 1 million followers.
You'll
I
get
think
there.
I
We
hit
believe in you.
1,000 Views.
We believe in you.
You can do it.
Okay. So what's 200 divided by 3?
I'll follow you with
Oh,
a
God.
million accounts.
So you guys just won your first battle.
Yay!
Yeah!
What do I have to roll?
66
have no
point
dice.
6 forever.
Y'all each get 66. Not all of y'all, just the 3 of y'all that
Yeah.
hit it. Y'all each get 66 HP.
Wouldn't it be
Heck
67?
yeah.
Where do I
rounding
put
up?
that?
Yeah, where do I put
Oh yes, let's just do 67 HP for all of you.
67 HP where?
You guys don't need to write that down. I got it.
Okay.
Okay.
Fucking writing it.
I'm just telling you guys. When you guys get to 200 or 300, you level up.
It's 300.
300, you level up. So you're not there, but you got XP.
Oh, hey, can I put temporary hit points in if I rolled higher than I needed?
No, temporary hit points is if like you lose hit points and you're like making sure you keep them and like you don't have health. Okay, so we're out of battle mode. So what does everyone want to do?
I want to go check out the secret trapdoor.
Can I roll a perception check?
Yes, you can roll a perception check and you can check out the door. So roll a perception check yourself, Nemia, to check out the door.
I'm rolling one too.
Okay.
Say yeah, me too.
Great.
I got 9.
You all rolled horribly on that.
Yeah.
We got a 4, we got a 6, we got an 8, and we got a 9. Okay, you do a perception check. Please get a good roll.
I got a 9.
Wow.
What do I
Please,
add to it?
please.
What do I add to it?
You add your perception
Well,
wisdom.
in that case, I got
Your
16.
wisdom?
My wisdom?
Yes.
If it's perception.
Oh, you got 16? Okay.
If you add, yeah.
Okay.
Sorrow like rubs.
Wisdom.
Can Sorrow like
So
rub her
that
eyes
means
and
I
try
have a
again?
13.
It was 7.
Wait. Yeah, 13.
Wait, what do I
Oh,
add to
jeez.
it?
Yeah.
Your wisdom.
I got
Small.
a 19. Mine was I got an 18.
Okay, so that's
Okay,
16.
18.
16.
So what are you checking out? Just the everything in general?
Yeah, everything in general.
Okay, so you kind of look at the trapdoor. It's made of stone, and it doesn't appear to have any like entrance. It doesn't have like something you pull up, but there are these tiles in the ground with engravings on them that look like pressure plates. There are 3 tiles, the ones that you see before you, with 3 distinct markings: a sun, a comet, and a star. And-
Sorrow
Star.
jumps on the star. Just like leaps. So Sorrow has
Wait, a
no.
comment.
Roll a dexterity saving check.
Sorrow about to get 7.
Oh boy.
4 damage. An arrow shoots out of the wall and just pierces you.
Does anyone here have any connection to astrology? Wait, I didn't say that.
Sorrow just
I
can't
don't
keep
have one.
casting
It is-
Cure Wound on herself.
Okay.
Should we check?
Yeah, the chest is still there.
Can I check on that?
Yes.
Sorrow's laying face
Okay,
down.
do I have to roll anything?
You do not have to roll anything. You can just go over and check the chest.
Sorry.
I'm gonna yeet over here and check on this fucking chest.
Sorry, I was laying face down on the floor.
Always.
Oh, sorry, on the stars. So, it's just face down. Sorry, I was gonna have a good time. Sorry, I was like, I came out here to have a good time right now, and I'm really not having.
Okay, so at the bottom of the chest, it's looted. There's nothing in it. But at the bottom are carved the words north, east, south in that order.
I'm guessing it's something North Star.
North, east, south.
West Virginia. I hate you so much.
By the way, north is from where Sorrow's player is sitting. It's north, and then you got the directions in case anyone needs cardinal directions.
Okay, so
Sorry, I was laying face down.
This is my first puzzle.
I'm gonna relay this back to the rest of
This
the
is
group.
supposed to be easy. I hope you guys get it.
So
Tell us.
there's
Wait, from Sorrow's laying right now, the direction that she's pointing.
Okay.
That's north.
Mhm.
True north. You are my compass, Sorrow.
Keelan, do you have
something to say.
1 second. Who's... Okay. Who is man with spear?
This one?
Yeah. That's you?
Yeah.
What do you roll in perception?
9.
Never mind. Bone Sailor, what did you... The Bone Sailor, what did you roll? 13. Okay, you notice carved into the pillar is... Nothing.
What?
You notice nothing.
There's cracks in the pillar?
So,
What did you roll again?
For perception with
Just
my
in
modifier,
general, yeah.
With my modifier, it's 16.
16. On the thing you are near, the pole is carved a comet symbol.
Okay. Oh god. Well, makes sense because it looks like the comets align right with it. So I'm gonna tell the rest of the group.
Sorrow gives you a thumbs up.
So it was northeast, south first.
North, east, south.
Okay. So in the chest it says.
Why don't you try?
Okay, I'm just gonna assume that everything went right. Lots of doors, opened a room, second floor. They are currently facing a cultist who's at 1 health. He dropped a lantern, and it has set fire to the puddle of oil he was nearby.
This is all Sorrow's.
Wait, are we all in the room?
This is all Sarah's fault. This is the second level of this strange place they're in.
I thought you were gonna say this is the second level of Sorrow's fault.
No.
This is a lot more than the second
This is
level.
the second try. No. Okay, so this flame bursts up from the ground, and Nemia, you're right there, but you're fire resistant, so you should be fine.
Yeah.
So this guy is now. We got a fire.
Can I try and put the fire out?
1 second. 1 second.
Only magic
I gotta set a timer.
fire. Does that help?
Sorrow's just.
No.
I could do a fire cantrip.
No.
Sorrow's just standing there like.
Okay.
Like, oh, fuck me.
Okay, so what are you gonna do?
I'm going to use create. Let's create or destroy water. I'm gonna create water.
Okay. How do you? That's a spell.
Yes.
Okay.
It's level 1. I
How
have-
much water can you create?
It's got a range of 30 feet.
Like, okay, I guess.
That's all I know from this.
I'm looking that up.
Phoebe?
Create. Is it create or destroy water or create food and water?
Create or destroy water.
Okay.
Up to 10 gallons of clean water
Up to 10 gallons.
within range. Okay.
Okay.
As a range in 30-foot cube. Extinguishing exposed flames in the areas.
Okay. So you're gonna use that?
Yeah.
All right. You cast that 30 feet.
Yep.
Since that was only
30-foot cube.
5, 10, 15. That was only 20 feet. You extinguish this, and the body is just charred on the ground of this dude.
Well, at least he's dead.
Yeah.
Can I check his body for stuff?
Yep.
If he has any valuables?
Roll to loot him. Roll to loot this charred man. You guys beat my fire puzzle.
Wait, that's.
No.
What?
Well, originally the fire was gonna spread throughout the rooms and slowly choke you out, but you got rid of that pretty quick.
Do I add anything to it?
No. What did you get?
2.
Or roll perception. Is anyone else going to check?
Can I check the bookshelf?
Check the body.
I'm just gonna do. I'm gonna loot anything I can.
Okay, the body. So roll. You can check the bookshelf. There's another health book.
I rolled a 4.
You rolled a.
So I was like, painter.
Yeah.
I'll loot it next.
Yep.
Oh, you go first.
Oh, okay.
Okay, the bone stealer.
So what would I roll for?
D20.
D20, and then what do I add to it?
My looting modifier.
Yeah. No, I'd just say perception.
Okay. I rolled a 13. Can't do it.
Okay, so that's 13. Okay, you find another single silver key. This one is actually bronze, though. It's not silver. I don't know why I said silver because the other one was. It's a bronze key.
I got a bronze key, did I?
It's a silver key, but bronze. It's bronze.
Is the bed burnt up?
Yes.
Is there anything?
There's a very charred wooden stick.
I don't.
It looked like it had something made out of wood on it, like an axe or something, but it was on fire.
Is there anything else to search?
No.
Get the health potion from the bookshelf.
Yeah, there's a health potion on the bookshelf, but it's another really teetery bookshelf.
I got a 19, so I'm
Okay,
down
you gently pick it up.
Okay,
And
you
put it
want
in
to
your
use
pocket.
that? Yeah, can I just use it now?
Yeah.
Do I go up all the way?
Well, actually, one second.
Oh, is that before? Oh no.
There's Chaser and bookshelf.
Alright, can I beat on over that treasure because I'm closest?
Yeah. Do you want to roll to like open the thing?
Yeah.
Actually, just roll. Just roll.
I got a 19 plus my strength, which is 1.
You open it real good.
I open it
Something
real good.
scuttles beside you. You find a little key on the side. Something's still scuttling beside you.
What color is the key?
The key this time
Is it gold?
is no, it's more of like a platinum, like
Is there a
like a
bug?
good metal.
Can I step on it?
There's something scuttling.
Is it a bug?
You're not in the room. Do you want to move this?
Okay, I move in the room. Is it a bug? Can I step
There's a
on
scorpion.
it? I step on it.
Okay, roll. That's an so 14. Now roll a d8 because that's unarmed.
What is Sorry.
Yes.
Eight.
It has 1 damage.
Y'all move your characters normally.
Y'all see the scorpion coming out? Sorry, she goes.
Like it's like you just hear like
It's in the hammer now.
there he goes.
Did you see how I was walking? No.
Alright, can we use that other key?
You feel a bit woozy after that health potion.
Sarah grinds their heel into
-7 damage. Anyways,
I was gonna
so
say,
you guys have one more key.
Can we use that key to try and get to the secret door?
Heck yeah. You want to open the door?
I'm the one with the key. Can
Oh yeah,
you
you're the
use
one with the key. Do you want to open
Can you please use the key?
I will. First, I use the bronze key that I have. Just want him to be useful.
it? Does.
It doesn't. Then fine. Then I use the platinum key. Can you move me to the door?
Are you fine? I think that's Zinni. I think that's you.
Are you okay?
Do you want
You're just lying out in the drill. You alright?
Just
You
tired.
moved.
Okay, there is a single staircase leading down.
I go down the staircase. Or up. Are we going
should
up
we
or
go-
down?
It's down.
Should
You're
we
going
look-
down.
Go
Should
down.
we look first?
No, I'm going down.
Can I look first?
I mean, it's dark. It doesn't seem
I got
particularly.
dark vision.
Yeah.
Success! Yes!
Sorry.
You see a hallway ahead down there.
Okay.
It doesn't seem particularly dangerous or covered in spikes or anything.
Ah,
You
ruined
say
it.
that and it's very specific.
I wanted to
There
see
aren't
if I
spikes.
Yeah. That's
It's too late.
I'm having a party. Let me stand on top of my
You'll find spikes.
Excuse you, please get off of me.
I have to cry for
I'd say like at a wall,
Oh,
it's a
don't
decently
have
visible
no skill.
wall.
God. God has forsaken me. Is that water? What's over green? Are we in a sewer?
Don't know.
Is that a ladder?
4 of them to be exact. You enter this hallway. 1 second, I forgot to hit the stairs that you just came through. You enter this hallway, and you find yourself in. Well, you enter down the stairs, and you find yourself in a long hallway, in which there are 4 ladders placed directly in front of one another, and off this hallway is a giant dip into a dark and seemingly bottomless crevasse. And by crevasse, I just mean it's a pit. And on the other side of the pit, you see a little tiny door. And there are 2 doors to either side of you. And there are 4 ladders and a string of rope. There is a string of rope along with these 4 ladders. Choose where you're standing. Except in the pit. You can't stand in the pit. Unless you want to stand in the pit. You can choose to stand in the pit if you want
Can
to.
someone put my character standing on the door thing that we went through? This?
Like,
No,
no,
the
the
stairs.
stairs that we just came down. I say we, like I'm not controlling this entire place. I'm like a one of you.
Hello, it's me, your fellow player.
Hello, yes.
Hello, fellow players.
Yeah, you can. Just shove them in another space. Y'all are kind of cramped. I mean, this is 15 feet wide, but y'all are standing at 5 foot wide horse stances.
Alright. So, should we try a door?
We should.
One of the doors.
I mean, well, you can.
Can I
you
try
want?
the one that doesn't have the ladder? Like right in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, crap, can I?
Is rolling perception going to be useless?
Well, yeah, they're closed doors.
Can I try and open the door?
Yep.
Okay.
Guess what you find? You find another hallway.
God damn.
But you already opened that door.
I already opened
And
the
there's.
doors. Are there things?
You can go in.
Can I roll perception first?
Yes, you can.
Does everybody else want to come to the door and roll perception and see what's...
Sure.
Yeah.
I got a 3, so I can't see fucking...
I got an 11.
What's a
I got an 11 plus 4, so 14.
No,
16.
I can't do basic math.
Okay, 1 second.
15.
Okay, wait. What do you see?
Oh, wait. Sorry, 9.
I got 10.
Down the hallway?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got 16.
Okay, Sarah sees someone like what looks like in the darkness a crouched figure
Oh no.
at the end of this hallway.
Sarah goes, yeah, well, what the fuck? Sarah gets very Russian.
You get the more tired we get, you just get crushed like more Russian.
Yeah.
More Russian into danger, more like anyways, what will everyone else do? I mean you don't have you can just close the door if you really want it.
Sarah just yelled.
I'm pulling out my sword.
According to all of you guys,
I'm
Sarah
pulling out my
yelled,
2
"What the
daggers.
fuck?"
That's right.
And
Granny's
hello
got weapons.
At an empty
Yes.
hallway?
Yeah.
What?
Granny's got weapons. I'm pulling out my 2 daggers.
Okay.
And they're
Oh, Sarah
this is
also
entirely
mentioned-
unnecessary, but I'm putting them like in my fingers, like
Like Wolverine
like
claws?
Wolverine claws. But I only have 1 on each. I could do this with my actual real claws that I have, but I'm choosing instead to do it with these.
This is a horrible table. Anyways.
So Sarah would also
Okay, everyone roll for initiative. And this guy saying you're pulling all your weapons is also gonna roll for initiative.
18.
6.
12.
What is your dexterity modifier?
Dexterity.
No, I mean not dexterity. Sydney, your initiative.
I don't have initiative modifier.
So you got 8.
I got a 20.
Okay, you have 18.
I got a 15 then.
Okay, so that's a tie. Okay, roll again with you, Sydney. Sydney, you roll again, and I'll roll again.
Wait, do I roll again?
I'm gonna say she
No,
got
it's just
20.
Chae goes first. Never mind. Nico, what do you have on turn 2?
I don't know.
You don't know what's down there. I'm the only one who's seen it.
I'm gonna walk down there.
You're gonna
With my
walk?
sword out, like forward.
I didn't say anything about what's down
We
there.
doing like Terezi style or like?
I just said,
I'm ready to
Tap it
fight
on the
if I
ground.
need to.
Okay.
Fencing style.
Okay, you walk. The further you get in the hallway, you kind of see this. It's another cultist standing at the end of the hallway.
Yeah, that's great. I'm gonna stab him.
Okay. Roll to stab. He's gonna try and not get stabbed.
I got another 17.
It's 1d8.
Woo! Smack in the face.
Okay. Okay, 1d8.
6.
6 damage. One second, I need to roll. Oh yeah, he do not like that. He does not like that.
really?
So you did 6 damage?
Yep.
He stumbles back. He is bloodied.
It's not bloody.
Wait 1 second. Actually, I'll roll for my talking about stuff. You hit. So you take your sword and you jab it into his shoulder, right near the clavicle. The weapon bites in, and you pull it out with a sharp tug as your foe stumbles backwards. Oh! Oh! Oh!
Is he dead?
No.
No, he's just bloody.
And Shidney, your turn. Chandra, your turn.
Okay,
Smol.
I'm going to, because he kind of failed with his crossbow and the last thing, so he's not gonna
You can
go
do it
up.
unarmed. I think that actually might be more damage than your crossbow, honestly. You're buff.
Well, he's also got,
You're
like,
buff.
there's a staff here.
Punch him.
Yeet up to him and punch him.
Okay,
Punch him with the
just
power
gonna,
of one punch
just gonna like not have any weapons, literally just like.
Okay,
down
roll the
forward.
punch. Roll the punch. He'll roll to try and avoid that
He's
punch.
literally gonna yeet himself.
This guy rolled a 4. You don't need to roll the punch.
Okay.
You don't even need to roll.
Actually, wait, no, roll, because in case you get like a 1. Don't roll a 1.
Boy in the back. Yes.
Some advice, don't roll a 1.
So he's if I get a good roll, he's just gonna yeet himself down the
Oh
hole.
yeah, he's gonna throw himself and then he's just gonna...
9.
9.
Oh yeah, that's more than my guy, so...
Also-
roll a d10.
Wouldn't it also be plus the strength?
Yes.
12.
Roll a d10. Yeah,
Yes.
I think so.
No, it has a 12 on it.
Nope.
Next size down.
No,
Nope, that's the 8.
Sydney, the one you have
There you
in
go.
your hand.
Well, not that one. That much percentage.
This one also doesn't have
This
that.
one, yeah.
That one, yeah.
This boy.
Roll.
2. 20.
Well, not that one, this one.
What? Wait, hold on. I don't think
You
I
need
have
the one
that.
that's that shaped.
That shaped
This
was...
one right here. I am
Yep.
so blind.
The
Okay.
0 was your 10.
The 0 is your 10, yeah.
I feel
Roll.
stupid. I am so blind. Alright. 7.
Okay, you do 7 you punch him. 1 second. Well, yeah, you punch him. So,
There's no way around it. You punch him.
okay. You just upper fist his torso, and you hear a crunch of bone
Oh,
as
God.
his rib cage becomes inverted,
Proud of you.
and his body slumps to the floor, and his life has left him.
Hell yeah.
Damn it.
Can we loot him?
That was cool.
Okay, now 1 second. I need
Now
to.
this is really like a screaming hell yeah moment for
Okay.
every time someone dies.
Hell yeah. Okay, wait a sec.
I could take it.
I'm a little angry because I asked if we could loot the body and you said, oh, I need to give you XP.
Well,
Yeah,
okay.
Sarah was the one that saw it.
Okay, you loot the body
I know,
first.
We're the ones that killed it.
Okay, you loot the body
Sarah
first.
rolled a
'cause-
3 anyway.
I rolled a 19.
Okay, you pull out this journal out of his throat.
Cool.
You gonna do anything with that?
I'm gonna read it.
You gotta say
No,
that.
no, just kidding. It's written in. Let me. Do you speak common?
Oh, not at all.
I'm sorry. No, just kidding. Lex is like dying in the corner. Oh yeah, because this is where some backstory stuff comes in.
Oh no.
I knew it. I knew it.
Your edgy backstory.
Okay.
It's not for Edge.
You read this thing, and you read over this journal, and as you do, you realize very quickly that this person is definitely a cultist, not just some random dude hanging out in the bottom of this, because he belongs to something known as the Crystal Coven,
Well then.
a group of magic users who believe the apocalypse is upon them, and in order to stop it, they are attempting to perform a ritual that to stop this. But in order to do this, they need to sacrifice a seer, someone who specifically has seen and been able to foretell such an event. Perhaps seeing it in such like a dream form.
Holy
And
So, like,
Why are you looking at me?
they mention one of these people having they mentioned having a seer originally who they attempted to kill in a fire, but not knowing tieflings are immune to fire, they escaped.
Would you like to say something?
Is he reading this out loud?
Are you? No.
Okay,
Oh.
I can't get mad yet. So I don't say anything. I'm just kind of standing there with the book open, trying to figure out what this means and trying to process it. But I'm not. I'm just,
Buffering.
yeah, I'm just standing there. But if anyone, yeah. I'm just kind of
cold.
no. I'm just yeah. So what does it say exactly?
It specifically talks about they use the word family a lot. That's a very culty word. A very culty word. They mention their family being told of visions of the apocalypse from a young seer among the group, who they then believed through their hallucinogenic visions brought by throwing weird weeds into the fire, in order to stop this apocalypse, they would need to kill the seer and any who accompanied them. So, in the middle of the night, they set fire to their tent and attempted to kill them, not knowing tieflings are immune to fire.
Okay, stupid.
I'm just watching your face as you're like trying to figure out, because can you tell when I added? Can you tell when I added? Can you tell?
Yeah, I can't even tell. I don't know. I'm starting to cry a little bit, but I
Suck
throw,
it back up in there.
yeah, but I throw the book down, just like throw it down, and just
Do you want me to set it on fire?
I throw the book down. I just look to everyone, the party, and say like, okay, where are we going next?
Just kind of goes.
I think we are going to take a trip down memory lane, right? So why don't we sit in this hallway with Mr. Dead Colt Man, and why don't you tell us a very, very funny story?
We can sit around the fire.
As the book is burning, as Ember
The
he's,
book is burning.
Ember kneels down and places a hand on the book, and the tips of his fingers light up as the book begins to burn. It smells like smoke.
I just kind of shoot Sarah's kind of like glare and just go off.
Sarah
into-
goes,
and
oh.
just go away and just kind of
Just walk back.
you just kind of sit in a corner or something back here, just
Sarah's-
away from everyone.
Sarah goes, that was not a very funny story.
Not good. 0 out of 10. Yes, the book.
No
Yes, TBS.
While this is all happening, the bone sealer is stealing bones,
Yeah.
digging up the
Left
Okay.
Roll to dig out that left kneecap. It's gonna have a little bit of resistance, but not much.
The bone sealer has claws. It's fine.
Oh no, I forgot about that.
2. But the bone sealer has claws, so it's fine.
You get some squishing. It's not.
Okay, I'd like to try again.
Roll again.
Yeah, try again, man.
Rip his kneecaps out.
Let's go, baby.
By the way,
16.
Nemia, all these people have been seeming slightly familiar.
Oh no.
Oh no. Please don't tell me we're all cultists.
No. Yes? You guys don't even know each other up until now.
I'm over near Nemia.
Yeah.
We're
We're gonna
gonna
got the kneecap.
Um.
put it in my inventory.
Yeah, you got the kneecap.
We're gonna-
With a squelch, it kind of like pops out
That's
as you like
disgusting.
scoop
Swallow
it.
goes. Oh, I have a braiding system.
There's like some
okay?
good knee fluids in there. You kind of like wipe them off like a clam. You like lick them.
No, yeah, kneecaps are like.
It's not cannibalism because I'm not a human.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like the specific, just like cover the round part, like a clam. Like you
No,
flick out the
No,
inside.
there's
It's like,
like, okay, I don't, okay.
Let's keep going.
The
because
socket,
We're
I mean.
gonna.
yes.
Alright, we're gonna have a conversation here.
Okay.
I'm over near Nemia. Are you alright? I can't reach. That book, it said things that about my family that I never knew. I know how much family can mean to someone. You gonna be okay? Just stare up and look at you, like, give you like a really like, no look.
So you want me to light myself on fire to light up the room?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I don't want you to. I'm the DM.
I can do that.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't think that's a good idea. There's people there.
Okay.
There's something over there. I don't want them to see us.
We're gonna have to.
Would you like to not see them?
Well, do you guys want to stand?
I can see them
Do you,
decently.
do you guys want to stand on either side of the door? I'll light my body on fire, stand in the doorway. Perfect.
There we go.
Okay. Attack that guy.
Okay. Roll.
Um,
Actually, yeah. Wait. Roll to attack.
12. What is the plus?
Plus your strength.
So 15.
Then the D8. Gasp my my Dorito.
8. Which one is that?
It's the one with the 8 on it.
I don't. I can't see the dice.
Oh, wait, that's your turn.
Yeah. Okay. 3. Rough.
Do you add anything?
No, that's 3 damage.
Okay.
Okay, one second. Let me roll.
Almost 1 a.m. So I'm right in front of this guy now.
Maybe.
Just an orange Skittles.
We're almost done.
Ooh. You bonk him on the side with your sword sideways. You take it. His head jostles back. He looks a bit startled. He wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, I'm kind of peeking into the doorway, trying to listen out.
They also seem familiar.
It's your parents.
Do you want us to kill them?
I cast Firebolt.
You just hit him one of the guys in the head with a sword.
Okay, but it was the blunt of it.
Only because you didn't roll high enough.
Shut up.
Yes?
I'm gonna do Firebolt again just because I hope it works.
Okay. 1 second. I'm gonna Google Firebolt again.
Cantrip.
Yeah, you got a cantrip.
I
Okay.
hurl a mote of fire at a creature or
Okay, he's gonna try and not get hit by fire.
Can I make
And he
one?
fails.
Yay, I finally, this is the first time I've ever hit someone with an attack.
Okay, roll a d10.
Can I make a
First time I had
request
to use a D10.
Yes.
that nobody come over to my guy?
Yeah.
Please? Thank you.
Okay, question.
Yeah?
You will tell me if I recognize someone in there, like they were a significant person in my life.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Okay, so roll a d10.
Well, you have to get a bit closer. You're kind of
It's a
peeking right now.
3.
It's a 3.
It's a 3.
It hits the guy's pant leg. He kind of and fire starts spreading up his leg, and he takes 2 damage.
I did damage. I hurt something.
And he's now on fire.
I've caused physical suffering.
Well, he's catching on fire.
Well, they're not your parents, because then they might be a tiefling, so they're probably not your parents.
Is he? Sherb told me that like if anyone significantly from my past shows up, that she'll.
Well, you might want to look a bit harder.
Perception.
Well, he's on fire now, so you can probably see him
Yeah.
a bit better.
Isn't it usually to not Shaylee's guy and attack with my sickle?
Okay, and attack with your what's? Your sickles? Okay. I thought you said circles for a second. I'm like, what circles? Okay.
That's a 19.
Yeah, you jab these sickles into the side of this guy's temple, and he stumbles back, and he's like reeling in pain. He's not dead, but he's getting very close.
She like has the sickles in the side of his head and then puts her feet on his chest. She's like right in his
Yeah, this dude is like currently like trying to throw you off. Like he is in pain.
He's also guessing it's you because I got crit.
Oh yeah, wait, he's also on fire. So 1 second, he's got to take fire damage. He's dead. You recognize this guy as one of the little he looks, I mean, he's older obviously because you know time. You recognize him as one of the little kids that used to kind of pick on you in your tribe.
Oh, that's good. There you go.
You recognize this kind of weird hairline, like kind of like a zag in it, and you're like, okay. Your guy has this just Billy.
You want to kick the corpse?
Let's all kick a corpse.
God damn it, Billy.
Already dancing on it. So,
He's still on fire, by the way.
it is like a free real estate.
It's free real estate.
I just look at him like good riddance.
God damn it, Billy.
Savage. I'm gonna stay out here. I'm not vibing with these cultists.
Yeah.
So.
Does this affect our relationship?
No, well, I mean, it depends on if you're a cultist and if you're actively like trying to kick me.
Okay.
I was born into a cult. You don't like cults? Is there any
If you
good?
were born into a cult and like you don't agree with that, like I'm okay with that. I'm trying again. I'm a pacifist, so even if you're a cultist, I'm not gonna try and attack you
Okay, we're good.
unless you like.
Yeah, you grab
Grab
Sarah.
his hair, go like this, and have my sword. And have my sword in his neck.
Okay, that's a athletics check.
That's your.
I rolled
Yeah,
an
I'm gonna be
F.
honest. I'm gonna be fair with you
And
guys.
then my athletics. So I have a 4.
You rolled a fail, so that doesn't matter.
Okay.
Roll your d10 for your
I
sword.
don't have one. Which one is it? Carved it. 4.
Okay, you try and loop around and you go into your own shoulder.
I mean, wait, is it still around his body?
Yeah, you effectively pin the guy,
I'm
but
still holding
you're
his head.
you're like.
I turn around with his body to Nemia and I say, "Do you recognize this man? Do you want to ask him any questions?"
Do you want to ask him out?
Very painful.
Hey, through your teeth.
That's not what's important right now.
The sword in my shoulder is fine.
So,
Roll to recognize.
first, are you okay?
Hey, y'all right?
Fine. Just deal with it.
He's fine.
18, there we go.
18. You 1 second, I need to look up. Y'all won't like it.
I already hate you.
You recognize this man as one of your childhood friends, Gregory.
Why would you even? Wow, no wonder you left this cult.
Gregory. This is Gregory. He probably goes by Craig now because he's an adult.
I can't believe someone named Gregory just made me stab my own shoulder with a sword.
You're the one that stabbed your own shoulder.
Fine.
He has this like bright this kind of bright blonde hair that you kind of recognize from your childhood of him like eating an entire worm when he was dared to. Okay.
Just slurping it up like spaghetti.
Yeah. For a whole 2 bronze pieces.
So just, like, is it Gregory?
Yeah, it's Gregory.
Gregory? No, I'm talking now.
You're talking to Gregory?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Dungeon, you're attacking people. What are you doing?
You just killed Billy.
Well, technically, I just killed
You
Billy.
attacked us first.
There was a flaming man in the door.
I can set myself on fire now and burn you.
There's a sword in your shoulder.
Do I look like I care?
Kind of.
Wait, can't pull the sword away. It's in your arm.
You can pull it away if you want to.
Cut his throat while you do it.
Who are you talking to? Not.
Okay, as long as you return my sword to me and not through my arm.
Okay,
you're
Ember,
fine.
let him go.
Okay.
Roll. You got your sword is in your shoulder.
8. Do I add anything?
Strength.
11.
11. Okay. You pull the sword out.
There's a waterfall of blood.
Yeah. You're leaking your blood.
Does anybody have any bandages? I have health potions.
I'm a literal fucking healer.
What's the health potion?
I'm a literal fucking healer. I am a literal.
Okay,
Sorry, help
will
him.
you heal me then?
I cast Cure Wound on fucker over here.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
You know, Ember.
I despise you!
It's a 2.
He heals too.
Yeah.
Okay, so you feel a little more energetic, which now kind of makes you realize that you're in a lot of pain.
Any health?
You gain 2 health. Wait, no, what? No, actually, you gain no health. You just feel more in pain now. You're more awake.
Potion.
You're more
Do
awake.
you want one now? Yes.
No, maybe later. No.
Wait, but Cure Wound would give her. Would.
Wait, did you roll? Wait, what did you roll for?
I rolled a 2.
Oh, for cure wound?
Yeah.
Okay, you gain
So
2
he-
health.
Yeah, so he would gain 2.
He gains 2 health.
I'm
Yeah.
at 6.
So you're at 6.
Just 2 less, that's fine.
So basically, you feel better, but you still got a giant gaping hole in your shoulder.
Yeah, it probably like stopped bleeding. a
Yeah,
little
it
bit.
stopped. It stopped the bleeding, but it is still
Sarah's
not
like, Sarah
nice.
like shrugs.
Is there a way for me to like stitch it up or something?
No, I mean the
Sarah
bleeding's
has
already
a-
stopped. That's all you really
Sarah
need.
has an herbalism
No risk of
kit.
infection.
No risk of infection because that would be dumb.
What the fuck is an herbalism kit?
You got herbs.
I guess I'm fine then. My arm
Want
is
some
just not
flavor
very
to your
mobile. It's not my.
force
Do you wanna?
It's not my main arm anyway. I'm fine.
Do any of y'all wanna
Something with the man. We gotta do something. He's like,
Can I kill him?
I'm
No.
Gregory?
No, not
We
yet.
want to leave him alive
yet.
so he can report back to his big cult family and go,
Okay.
oh, you know that tiefling we thought we murdered? Just kidding.
Hey, I'm
Yes?
going to sheath my sword, and I'm going to
Roll to shoot the sword and not stick it into your hip. No, I'm kidding. I'm
No.
kidding.
It's your dick.
You just.
Can you climb that?
by 5 inches. Okay,
I'll average 5.
and I'm going to grab Gregory by the shoulder, using my good arm. I'm using my good arm.
Okay, roll.
That one.
Roll for it. Roll.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Craigie G
I'm
bites
sorry. Do I like just punch him in the throat or something from behind? Just like swing my arm like I'm clotheslining him? Gregory, I'm so sorry.
What?
Oh no.
What's your unarmed damage?
So I pulled my sword out. I got healed 2 things, and I went to grab Gregory by the arm, and I rolled a 1. So I might decapitate him with my arm.
What's your damage from
My damage?
roll damage? Roll. What's your damage from your unarmed hit? I mean.
Would that be straight? I'm so confused.
No, just
Roll the dice.
no. What's your hit die? I'm gonna roll this for you.
1d8.
1d8. Okay. 1 second.
This one.
That's it.
No. It's on. It's
I got this. Fam.
Your d8.
Fam, you don't question it. Okay, so you go down to pick him up.
Roll anything?
No, I rolled the thing
Okay.
because this is me. Okay, you go down to pick him up, and instead.
This is my good arm. This is my bad one.
You kind of go down and you hit your hand into his throat, and there is quite a crunch as his vertebrae snap in against the limestone floor.
Was this guy like necessary? What did I?
It was Gregory.
Okay, yeah, but what about Gregory?
We
Why
were
did you
trying to
care
figure
about
out
Gregory?
anything about the cult that we
Hello, this is the scale that represented.
Okay, we're eating
Oh,
him.
he's been cruel.
The crunch of it.
Childhood best friend of mine.
Okay, and 1 second.
Didn't mean to do this.
So wait. Wait, I'm not done.
No,
Where?
it goes like 30% against my
I'm
roll.
not done. Where'd that dice go? What? Did I just launch a dice over there?
There's
No,
so
it's just
many.
like
I
ton
just
of
launched
dice.
Gregory's
God.
invertebrate into the sinking
One
floor.
second. So yeah, there's a loud crunch of Gregory's vertebrae
Well, if anybody wants his vertebrae.
because you did 8 damage out of your 8 damage.
No. What?
1 second.
I killed him. I could
clean it
up
up
for you,
for
and it could be a nice little
Guys, we
memorial.
might need to.
And some of the vertebrae sticks into your hand.
Oh, boy.
So you pull it back out, and you've got like going through part of the middle of your hand is just this bone,
Oh.
and you take 2 damage.
So
Can I have
I'm
it?
back down to 4.
Yes.
Oh, so I'll
I
take your help.
can't.
Is Gregory dead?
Gregory is very dead.
I can't.
Gregory dead. Is his neck bone is in my hand?
So I can't kill Gregory, but Mr. Firebones
It was an
over
accident.
here can snap his bloody
Okay.
body and
You know what I'm doing with this bone in my hand?
By the way, you went.
I'm trading it.
Basically, you went to pick him up, and you pressed his neck into the ground until it broke.
Just really violently.
Yeah.
Someone just swat.
Yes,
like
TBS.
he's a
Wait,
fly.
wait, TBS. Yes.
Yes. Ember.
Yes.
I will-
Amber. You're
Amber.
close enough.
I said Ember.
It's.
I will give you health potion for neck bone. Thank you.
I'm drinking this right now.
Okay. 2
Love
shots
the
of
water.
vodka.
Right, he's baby.
I
Okay.
need that.
You drink it.
Like other tiefling.
Like
Baby.
other
Baby.
Okay.
Baby need cultists.
Okay. You drink that pretty.
Call his name because I want to know the name of all the people who
Wait.
know that. Gregory. Do I need to roll?
1, 2. You gain 5 hit points.
Not possible. I can only gain 4.
Okay, so you regain your hit points.
It's all
So
right.
wait, so you look at your hand and the hole in it from the bone slowly kind of closes back up. You see like the nerve fibers like reattaching as your skin pulls itself back together with a satisfying slap. And you feel energized. You feel like you just down some Red Bull ready to go.
I think I just want to leave. This.
Oh, don't be crybaby.
What? Oh,
Nemia, you by the way, you just watched all of it.
I'm
Wah.
watching.
Okay, wait, everyone. Okay, Nemia, what are you
Sitting
doing?
in the corner.
Okay.
I'm not even paying attention to them at this point. I'm just kneeling beside Gregory's body, not sure how to feel.
His head is at a 90-degree
Is he
angle.
considered undead?
No, he's just dead.
Is there a possible way to bring him back?
I
No,
don't
he
know
is
enough
dead.
necromancy, so sorry.
I've got healing word and it says it only doesn't work against undead or constructs.
Well,
I wasn't
it doesn't turn
Oh,
it doesn't.
so-
I didn't.
Healing doesn't turn someone undead,
I don't.
and he is. If you're beyond the realm, you
I
have to
wasn't-
use it.
I wasn't
Yeah.
Sarah kneels next to Nemia, puts a hand on her shoulder very comfortingly, and says, "Oh, we all died eventually. Get over it."
This isn't gonna turn out well, but I turn around and shove Sorrow as hard as I can.
Okay, what's your unarmed attack?
I don't know what is.
Well, first roll to shove, and then Sarah roll to evade. So both roll a d20.
You're gonna get bit again.
You got a critical
I rolled
fuck.
a crit 20. A crit 20 almost snaps in half. That's all.
Okay, 1 second. Okay.
You're eating moss. all
So
over.
you gotta shove Sorrow, and Sorrow opens her mouth and chomps down like you got your forearm good in there, like in her throat, and she chomps down, and you take 6 damage,
I'm down to 1 hit point.
and you feel very woozy as blood pours from like an artery that Sorrow had just hit.
Sorrow spits out the armor. If this doesn't work, hold on. I hereby request that
beautiful boy here. Heals Nemia, and if that does not work, I'm going to loot Krager's bones and trade them for a health potion.
Okay.
Wait, but how many health potions?
Also, how do you feel about watching a guy just get his neck like snapped?
I like two
Both
from
of you
the
just
other
trying
and
to
I
let
have
it
one
hard,
health.
like, you can't fight that.
I'm there's a part of me that can stomach it because of like where my father comes from and where I spent the first couple of years, but I'm very upset by this moment.
Sarah goes, you shouldn't have shoved me if you didn't want to get picked.
By the way, the visual here, your hand went like halfway into Sorrow's mouth.
It like went down. You saw like the bulge of your hand go like down Sarah's throat, and like chomped down, and then Sarah like opened it, like unhinged jaw.
Okay.
And
I thought what I did to somebody's throat was bad. Look at you here. Jeez Louise, my man.
And you're all like, excuse me.
And you're like, okay, I get why tieflings come from hell now. Okay, so
Sarah very plainly like, you don't shove,
So-
you don't get bit.
so you just bored someone's arm, okay?
So I'm gonna.
Yes?
Can I try and heal Nemia?
Yes, you can try healing me.
Okay, so fuck. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. This is it for my spell slots for
Until you take a
till
long rest.
Yeah, I don't have any more spell slots either. Yeah,
Okay.
I can
Steal some of your hit
Um,
points and give them to myself. Does that help?
No.
What is it? So
Oh, you a coat.
I kind of already owed you because of Krager. I am so sorry.
Sarah's crouching on the floor and like rocking like
And
this,
I owe you.
like muttering to herself.
where do I put that? Is that equipment?
In the bin.
I guess.
Like over and over.
As Nemia. By the way, Nemia, you heal up and you like, your arm knits itself back together from the teeth marks
Yeah.
left in it from the teethling over there.
The teethling. Yeah. I do
Teethling.
some like great ass fucking glow.
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, your hands are doing so much glowy shit right now. You like make a halo in the air.
We're going back to like fucking what is it, first or second season of lore from Voltron.
Yeah.
Blue glowy tree.
We got the glowy stuff. Glowy stuff heads to you. You feel a lot better.
Y'all
Your
are
hand is
wondering
your
if,
hand your arm is
Sarah's
unfucked.
goblin or not.
And you over there.
Kind of very unrelated.
Yeah.
I just have a question.
Yeah.
What the Teeth are bones.
Yes.
What's your opinion on teeth?
I need a lot of them for them to count. Because
Okay.
they're easily accessible.
Sarah closes her
And
mouth.
something. Partially. I'm the bone fairy.
Leave your bones and I'll leave a quarter.
I had
I'll leave one gold
That's
piece.
sweet.
Can we try and go the ladder door, or is the ladder's gonna fuck me up?
They're ladders, man.
Okay, so I'm gonna try this fucking door.
There's ladders and rope over there.
Oh,
You
yeah,
wanna- okay, you open that door.
I'm not gonna go inside immediately.
Okay, good because that door just leads to a dark just pit.
Okay.
Like you open that door and there's just nothing in there.
Okay. Fuck that.
Where are the ladders from?
They're just there. There's nothing in the ceiling or anything. I mean, there's a giant chasm in front of you and there's some rope for the ladders.
So.
Does somebody want to see Ember?
Yes. Yes.
I have good dark vision.
Are you just gonna like?
No, we all
Are they just gonna hold you by your feet?
Like, pretty.
Like extra?
Like extra.
Okay.
How far down?
Are we gonna like hold you by your feet and like hang you over the side?
No, so I was thinking, because I've got the light cantrip, I was gonna use it on one of my crossbow bolts and shoot it down in there and
Oh,
see
wow.
what that
Yeah.
We have one smart person in this party. Ugh. Looks and brains.
You said that aloud and you can't take it back.
What just happened?
Bitch, the fuck?
Okay, you look down there and you see some ground.
I see ground. It could be 120 feet away though.
You can't tell the distance, but you see that
Could be one.
there aren't like spikes at the bottom of this or anything. There's ground.
Okay, so what we need is somebody grow wings and fly down. Looking at no, lots of pressure.
Apply pressure to neck of
No!
Craig.
Oh, okay, I'm sensitive, Aubrey.
That affected you more than it did Nemia.
So I'm gonna climb down the rope in my explorer's kit.
We're are you gonna like attach it to anything? Or are you just gonna attach it to M?
I tie it to the.
Roll to tie it.
DM.
Yes. Wait. Yep.
My boy also has an explorer's pack. Is that also?
Yes. You guys have a lot of rope.
Do I add anything?
so much rope.
No.
So I'm rolling to tie it.
Nope.
I got a 14.
Too much.
Okay, you tie it. You tie a solid knot.
And then I climb down to the bottom.
Wait, what do you tie it to again?
Me.
There's
Door or some shit?
like.
What? Tied to the door handle.
Okay.
Wait, can we tie to the ladder?
No, not the door handle. There's
What are you
There's
can tie to the
bolts
whole
going
ass
across.
door?
No, but you can't use that. It's like attached. You can't. There's no like no room for.
Can we tie it to the ladder? At the ladder's.
The ladder's not in the ground. The ladder's you can pick it up and move it. So if you tie it to the ladder's
Can I
coming.
tie-
with-
Oh, okay.
Can
we
I
try
tie-
and tie it to someone?
Can I tie it to the stairs that are over here?
How do you
And then
There's still coming out.
like the poles.
Wait.
These are like what? These are like stone stairs. They're like you're not going around it.
How strong are we to tie it to somebody and then we just hold it?
You're strong.
We can play tug of war.
Can we do a combined
I
strength?
have 0 strength.
We have our fighter. He's the strongest of the group.
The strong
Well,
boy.
my strength is the same. Do
maybe-
modifiers not? Wait, yeah, it is.
Maybe the two of you could both hold it.
Yeah.
I was
Like,
gonna say,
yeah,
we want to
multiple
do a
people hold it.
combined.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I can join
give
in
it
too because I have 1 strength.
We can use your hand in case anything
I got
goes
plus
bad.
3.
Okay, that's
I
probably
give
good.
it to I give the rope to them, and then I climb down to the bottom. Do I have to roll to climb down? the
Yes, it's an athletics check.
Do we have to roll to hold it?
Yes, that's a strength check.
We all
Oh, I rolled an 18.
Are we all rolling? Okay.
No,
What
yeah.
is my check?
Athletics.
Fuck.
What?
Okay, I rolled an 11.
What happened?
So am I gonna die?
You might.
Hold on to the rope.
Oh, bless.
You, my friend.
I have a
Oh,
21 right now.
God.
You, my friend.
Did you go shooting down?
No.
Damn, I just been done.
You.
I rolled an 11.
Okay.
Really does
What's
anything
your name
but-
again? How do I pronounce it?
Check.
Lasagna?
Iolas. Iolas.
Like
Iolas
Irish.
shoes?
Okay, you let go of the rope because it stings your hands, and you stumble back onto one of the ladders.
Oh no. Does it?
Is he Gucci?
Your foot sticks to it.
Okay, good.
Oh.
It's stuck.
Oh shit.
Nobody touched the ladders.
Your foot is stuck to this ladder. What do you do?
This could be pretty bad.
Is Sarah just like dangling from his throat now?
Yes.
Yeah.
I rolled an 11.
You're almost at the end, but since all this is
I'm
yep.
gonna have like he doesn't really panic. He just kind of accepts that he has to sit there until someone comes and helps him.
Please don't move. We'll deal with you. Fine. I'm
Iolas.
gonna try and free.
Like how so? Like I need a specific, so you can't just say like I'm gonna like.
I'm gonna take foot.
I feel like an idea because
Wait, no, I'm gonna take my dagger and I'm gonna try and pry the foot. Is it like stuck? Like
It's stuck.
The ladder is sticky?
Yes.
I'm gonna try and pry my.
Okay. Roll to do that.
Please
Oh,
don't
no.
stab him
Please
in the
Cause 1 second, because this
I'll
is
try
important.
not. This is a risky roll.
It is a risky roll.
I got
What do you get?
a 9. What do I add to it?
Add your strength.
1. It's 10.
Okay, 1 second.
I'm sorry. Okay, how badly do you need your shoe?
1 second, guys.
very.
Then take the shoe off.
I can always give you one of my patented
Don't.
flip-flops. Well, no matter what happens, that has to happen before you can take your shoe off. So, your foot might get stabbed. Sorry. I mean, you're very...
Okay.
you're very-
As you bring down your knife, a set of teeth come out of the ladder
Is it
and wrap
fucking mimic?
around it, pulling it
Is it
in.
a mimic?
Oh, so I only
Mimics
have
have one ability, and that is to make themselves extremely sticky. And you just stepped directly onto
So
one.
I only have one dagger now.
Yes.
I take your shoe off.
Yes.
Is there still? Do I still have time to just take my shoe off?
You can roll. We'll roll for time.
I feel like Sarah was dangling by like a rope. wrapped
Go
around-
Yeah. Okay, you yeet your shoe off as this. Okay, this thing
My boy
this thing is moving. This ladder is moving. It is no longer a ladder as it changes into this amorphous form of fleshy, discolored mound of teeth and nails and eyes as it slowly stands up on seemingly no bones whatsoever as its shoulders move back to create these arms that are shifting in length and dexterity and thickness as it stands in front of you, faceless, and yet has so many faces.
How could it work without bones? I'm so conflicted.
Wait,
Yes?
I know this.
I feel like sorry because I rolled 11 is dangling by the rope tied.
Oh yeah, it's
around-
tied around
No, her ankle
Oh.
upside down into the chasm.
I'm just imagining it's around your waist and you're like do do do.
Yeah.
Like you're like kicking your little feet. You're like,
Sorry,
like
no
yeah.
idea what's
Well, you
going
can't. You're
on.
down quite a few feet.
Yeah.
Anyways, so now you have this amorphous form of this boneless, shapeless creature shambling towards you.
Tie me or don't let go.
As teeth will mold onto its face before vanishing under flesh and then come out again, as eyes just keep opening and closing on its body.
I'm really glad I took off my shoe.
Oh, your shoe is gone entirely into this thing's flesh, by the way.
Are we in fight mode?
Yeah.
Do I
Everyone
roll
roll in it.
initiative?
No, you're at the end of this row. This thing is shambling toward you with its amorphous form. Well, it's just coming towards all of you. You guys are in a very small corridor.
Can I? Is there any? Does this thing have resistance to certain damage types?
No.
Yes, I was having a happy time in the chasm.
Oh wait, yes, and acid.
Sorry.
Okay, that's fine. I don't have any acid.
Her name is Sorrow.
You know what? I think I'm gonna take a look real quick, but I'm thinking Sacred Flame's looking pretty good because it's a cantrip, and I'm gonna try and use my light crossbow and use one of my bolts.
Okay.
So do I have to roll the loading, right?
Mm-hmm.
13.
Okay, you load it.
Okay.
No, 1 second. Okay. This thing hits its morphing, shifting arm, and the arm splits into 2 separate limbs as the bolt passes through it, slicing part of it, and it slaps back together into one growing, morphing hand. Okay, next.
Okay, so I'm just gonna do firebolt again.
Okay, you're gonna do firebolt? 1 second, let me just look up that. Bolt of fire that extends from your fingertips. You feel the warmth leave your hand. It hits its chest, which concaves bonelessly, cartilagelessly, in a way that no living creature should be able to move. It concaves itself, twisting itself in as it slowly reforms backwards. Its flesh is twisted and now reforming over that twisted bit to form another torso that's facing this way towards you.
Stupid question. Is this thing still taking damage when it reforms? Is it like?
It's taking damage.
Okay.
You took 4 damage? And this lovely, lovely lineup we got.
I'm going last, already.
I got a 9, so.
I got an 11.
Okay, 11. Nemia, are you going to attack this shapeless form
Yeah.
schlapping around your friends?
I do what I can, I guess. I'm going to use my short bow
Mm-hmm.
and try to shoot.
Roll your short bow. Roll to use your short bow. 16. And roll a d6. I mean, no, it's 3. Okay. A bolt goes into its shoulder, which again twists backwards and like morphs back into its flesh as if in attempting to hide its own wounds, it just pulls it deeper into its own body.
So is it like kind of shrinking?
It's kind of shrinking a little bit. It's kind of changing form a little bit. It's getting a little bit smaller.
Okay.
It's still huge.
Okay, so even though the last thing he tried to use his crossbow failed miserably, he's going to try to use it again because he doesn't want to get anywhere near this thing.
As the DM, I'm not supposed to say this, but you should punch it. Honestly, because it can't stick once it's in this form.
Okay, then oh, I'm afraid though.
You can do it.
Okay, I'm gonna see if you can
Trust
do one
the
of
GM.
his, like, yeet punches again or whatever.
So cool if you just punched it.
One Punch Man.
Sarah goes, hello? What are you guys doing up there? Having a tea party?
We're having a tea party.
We're fighting a ladder, Sorrow.
Oh,
Go back to your happy
I
playtime.
see those in my dreams every single time I close my eyes.
I'm terrified for my boy.
Are you going to?
Go. He's gonna try to punch it.
Okay. Roll.
No.
4 plus your strength.
7.
7.
No.
You whiff it.
Oh.
So in your own scared haste, you brush past its face with a pretty what would have been a pretty solid punch if you hadn't had hesitated.
Shocked Pikachu look on your face. They're like,
And no one else is gonna go because you are holding a rope.
yeah. Okay.
So this thing is gonna move.
Oh god.
Please don't let him like.
Since you are right next to it,
Oh.
it's going to okay, so a shifting tendril-like arm moves out from its torso, and with a pod-like hand, it rears back and slices at your midsection, knocking you back. You hit the wall across from you, knocking the back of your head. You take 7 damage.
Alright, you stay back.
16 goes first. Nemia.
Yeah, why the hell not? I'm gonna go run up to it and punch it.
Okay, roll to punch it.
8.
What's your strength?
-2.
Oh.
Another whiff. Y'all are just really bad at hitting. This isn't like the thing avoiding you. You're just like missing.
We're real scared.
Okay,
I mean, my character's like literally terrible. How much damage should I take?
you don't take any damage.
It hasn't attacked yet. You just
yeah,
missed.
that's right.
Who's next in the lineup?
TBS, I think.
Me?
Yep, TBS, you go.
I'm gonna. I only have one thing that does damage. That isn't like that. So 11.
Okay, you succeed on. Wait, I gotta roll to. Actually, you don't. You don't roll for firebolt. I roll for firebolt. How much do I need to avoid for firebolt?
I don't know. I think I should probably write down, eh?
Actually, you also 1 second. You roll 2.
11.
Okay. So this thing avoids your attack. And I think it's going to attack now because it has a 9 for a roll. So
I'm in a chasm.
this thing now turns towards you, Nemia, and I need to check. I need to check my book. Okay, this thing lashes out another one of these tendrils. This thing lashes out another one of its tendrils, opening up a gaping hole in its mouth as this thing slithers out. And actually, roll to dodge this. We're gonna be combating.
Oh, nat 20.
Okay,
Boy.
Matrix style. You bend as this thing slaps its hand, like just like this pseudopod, just above your face, and it recoils back into its body. Yes.
So that Ember can let go of the rope. Can Sorrow turn into a spider, jump onto the wall, and just crawl?
You can try. That would be an acrobatics check.
Because I forgot.
And is turning into a spider, is that just like
It's a druid.
it's a
thing.
cantrip
I-
thing?
yeah,
Yeah.
it
Okay.
should
Yeah.
be.
Do it at level 1.
Yeah, because all druids have an animal form,
Yeah.
and I
Okay.
you can just choose.
You're fucking first.
Okay. Are you gonna yell up to have Ember let go of the
I'm
rope?
gonna be like, hello, Spiky Fire Boy. I have important information. Please listen to me.
Ember.
Spiky Fire Boy. I'm going to turn into a spider, jump on wall. You can let go of rope when I yell up again, okay? If I don't yell up again, I'm probably dead. You can let go of rope then too.
Okay, so you turn into a spider and roll an acrobatics check.
Okay.
And you're just like, ah, okay.
20.
Wow.
Nat 20 or just 17 first?
17.
Okay. You shift into this little spider and latch to the side of the wall and skitter down. And you actually find that the ground is really soft and padded.
Okay, and then she turns back into a tiefling. And goes,
Okay.
Okay, I did not die. It's very squishy down here.
Okay.
I don't trust that. What if I tied my sword to the end of the rope and just swung it?
Like a very long
I'm giving you
sword.
1 point of inspiration on your hit for that, but yes.
Very long sword.
The new weapon, the very long sword.
50-foot long sword.
Okay.
How do you feel about jumping?
Yeehaw.
You'd swing the jump rope and everyone would
Okay.
jump over it? I have arthritis.
Yeet
I can't
rope.
jump.
Yeet rope.
Okay, I'm just gonna... Okay. First you roll to try and... You launch this thing at the creature.
Sword?
Uh-huh. If you miss, then everyone has to roll to jump out of the way.
10.
Okay. Okay, you get it. Okay, now roll 10 plus 1. Plus your strength.
7.
Plus
3.
okay, so that's 10 plus 1, you do 11 damage. So you take this thing, you lasso it, and you hack one of its arms off that falls to the ground shriveled and twitching as this thing lets out a horrific noise that you cannot possibly describe, something inhuman.
Disgusting.
And this thing is starting to look like it's running at half of its health now.
Sacred flame.
If the ground's
Okay.
padded, we can just yeet ourselves down there.
Yeah.
Okay, but what kind of padding is it? Like, it's gonna fucking eat us.
Is it like memory?
It's not memory foam that hasn't been invented yet.
But like, is it
Fantasy
like,
memory foam. It's made of real memories, TM.
Cause like
Oh, Marie.
I will use that later, thank you.
but if you try to jump on
No, this is pretty like you know that really soft pillow, the one that's always in the wash so you never actually get to sleep on it?
Yes.
It's that.
I have 5 of those in my
Okay,
bag.
so once we kill this thing, I'm jumping down.
Okay.
I think they all deserve it.
Okay, wait.
Herbs, I swear.
You're using Sacred Flame?
I'm trying. Oh, please don't.
I'm looking. It saves on dexterity. It like moves itself out of the way. It jiggles. It jiggles. It jiggles. This rope is a jiggling. Well, it's not a rope. It was a ladder. This used to be ladder. Is a jiggling. All because someone rolled a 1.
I thought it was me for a second. I was like,
Anyways,
I
yes.
mean, at least it's at half health.
We rolled for.
Oh, yes, it's moving now.
I would like to run and jump down the cavern because I heard it was squishy and I'd like to trust people.
Yes. You look up and you can see the other thing. It's about, you'd say 30 feet. How far up does Thornwood go?
30 feet.
Is if there's part of it
Wait,
at the very edge
Is
of
the
the
whole
cavern.
distance 80 feet or is it because the rope was 50
Wait,
feet?
you can move 30 feet as a spider, so you could scramble up the wall and then use it. Yeah.
I'm going up 30 feet as a
So you're
spider.
scrambling up to the side.
Okay, and then wait. If I go up 30 feet as a spider, can I cast poison spray then at it? Would that do more damage?
Please don't shoot us.
Let me check with poison spray.
That's a gamble.
Yeah, maybe it is.
There's no maybe about it. This entire game is just gambling.
D&D is gambling, but
Ooh, poison spray would do more damage.
okay. I'll do poison spray then.
Okay, so this thing
it's
needs.
1d12.
I did not save on a Constitution saving throw, so it takes 11 poison damage.
Fuck yeah.
And I imagine it's a bit of a controlled spray, especially
Yes,
being a
it is.
spider.
Yeah.
So this thing gets a
Tiny
puff of
direct
this,
stream.
and it like seeps into its skin, and it starts making another
Screaming.
awful noise.
Like,
It's thrashing around. It's a jiggling.
Poison spray is also a cantrip.
Yes.
Thorn whip and poison spray are my cantrips.
It's a jiggling.
Charm person and cure wound are my spell slots.
Jiggling.
Are we rolling for another round?
Yeah, this thing's rolling to move.
Is it gonna come eat me?
It's
Do I have to roll initiative?
never mind. It failed. It's thing.
Yeah, 16.
It failed. It failed to attack.
No.
It missed.
Should I roll initiative?
Hey, we got a nat 20 over here.
What did you roll? Initiative? Okay.
You roll a million times.
Okay, dude. You don't need to roll to attack. What are you doing?
well,
It's fine.
Punch it?
punch it.
Okay, roll a 10 for damage. 7. Plus your strength. No, your like strength modifier. Or is it, it's now 10 times 2. Because you got a critical. So you do 20. Okay. 1 second. The fighter of our group.
He explodes.
He's like,
Okay, you run up and you get up off the ground. You're beaten. You've got blood running out of your nose, and you slam your fist down into this thing as its own body folds around your fist as pieces of it go flying and splattering against the wall. It is alive, but it does not want to be. This thing is now shrunken to about the size of a small cat.
Can I keep it?
And
No.
no. And bits of this creature is sliding off the wall from where you've smashed your hand. Just like your hand is now against the ground where this thing is like kind of like sliding off the remaining bit that's alive, and you kind of pull your hand out of the ground, and there is this fist-shaped hole remaining in the limestone.
so my boy did really bad for a second, then had to come back.
Yeah, you have to get like knocked out almost to like.
You're like an anime.
Yeah, you're an anime character that you only have to almost die 20 times, and then you can like actually do. Fighters are good because they can do a hell ton of damage, as you just learned. So you do that, and who's the next in the attack line?
I have an 11.
I have a 15.
I have 16, yeah.
Okay, and Nemia's going.
How big did you say this thing is?
Like a small
Size of a cat.
Auxiliary language.
Okay, you know the produce flame cantrip, which you haven't actually been using fire hands, but you've been using produce flame. Which is okay. So you use that, I'm assuming. Okay, it's gonna roll to try and avoid that. It rolls a 19.
I hate you.
It slaps itself against the wall, scrambling up.
What do I write for my attack bonus? Or anything like that?
Produce flame cantrip. 1d8 fire. It also can shine a bright light in a 10-foot radius, and a dim light in an extra 10-foot radius. Okay, who's next?
I got an 11.
Yeah.
Okay, TBS.
The only spell that I know.
The cantrip.
Yep, the only one that I got. Fire bolt.
Mm-hmm.
When I take damage, I will use my other one, but otherwise it's just a waste.
Okay, this thing does not avoid it. Roll 1d10.
Okay, well it fell into the smart group. I did 8.
8. Okay, 1 second. Okay. Fire coils around your fingers as you point at this creature. Swirling from your hand comes this blast of flame that hits this thing directly and obliterates it entirely. Bits of it go flying, and the room smells slightly of something burnt and it almost for a second smells good. As you watch this thing let out a final shriek as it falls to the ground, hitting with a final satisfying slap. And you have just defeated a level 2 creature, even though y'all are all level 1.
Yay.
Defeating the
Holy
odds.
shit.
I was actually kind of worried that would do something bad.
I'd ask to loot it, but I don't think that's a possibility.
No, it isn't in bits.
It doesn't exist.
Oh, you find a single dagger. You get your dagger back.
My fake name.
Okay, 1 second.
Little
The
spider,
bone stealer has your shoe. 1 second. I need to divide. Yes?
little spider sorrow climbs up Pretty Boy's shoulder and just like sits there. Just chilling there.
Do you know that it's sorrow?
Probably not.
Probably not, but I'm not all that worried because after that monstrosity, I'm just kind of like, okay.
So sorrow's just gone, and y'all are just like.
Okay, guys. I was gonna say if not, and you like smushed it, that would actually kill sorrow. So.
I'm not going to.
I can resurrect you? No, I can't.
No intention of killing.
You're a pacifist. You wouldn't kill anything.
I try not to. I only attack things that are
so-
hurting me, my friends, or bodies.
You sure you want to keep on living with just one shoe? Or do you want to go march into the room with the corpses in it and get me a bone?
I'm so proud of my boy.
You have 67 plus 75.
There's only
67
one
or
thing that
66?
did it all well.
I rounded it up to 67.
Also hold
You get one more. Okay, so now what do you guys do?
Who
You
wants to jump down first?
Me!
okay? Roll.
Okay. So think real hard before you leave this room, because you may want to bring something to get your shoe.
if they die, can I just like
Yeah.
I got 12.
Okay.
Plus what?
Dexterity
Dexterity.
plus wisdom because you're jumping off this thing.
My dexterity is a 3. Wow.
Minus 10.
Okay.
15.
So you jump off of this
do
thing,
well.
and I'm just gonna say you kind of like do like almost like a swan dive kind of thing off of this. You like launch yourself, and you just kind of land on a soft like poof on the ground. As you realize, it's literally just all padded. Like the ground is padded,
That could have avoided
like
so many
soft
problems.
and like absorbs. You absorbed your impact pretty much entirely.
Guys, it's completely fine.
Bone Steel, you want to take a look, or is there anything to look at?
Mhm.
Do I see anything with my
I was gonna say,
120
Roll
feet of
perception.
dark vision?
You gotta roll perception because you might not even be able to tell that there are walls.
Perception. I got a 1.
You see a foot in front of you. You landed on these pillows and you're just so entranced in these wonderful pillows that you don't even look around.
You want to go next?
You lay on the ground and roll off.
50.
You walk and just you land on this thing like still walking. You're like, and you just kind of stand up and you're just like, huh?
You want to roll to perceive?
Sorrow's
Yeah,
gone
can
up
I-
and down this
Can I make a
thing.
perception
Yeah.
roll?
Perception check.
11.
There's a door. Right.
This door.
So you guys are in the pit now.
Two people are in the pit.
Door.
There's just a door in the middle.
Well, you already rolled, so do you want to go down?
Sure.
Fucking lucky.
Why not? I rolled a 15.
Sorry.
Do you want to jump?
I'm gonna do something that's like vaguely
Wait, who are
angelic,
you?
but
Who's your?
Okay, I got you. I got you with vaguely angelic. You step off and you keep one foot on the side of the wall and kind of slide a bit more down. Like you know what you're doing. You actually secretly don't, but it works out in the end. You land with both your feet on the ground after kind of sliding sideways down this embankment.
I'll take it.
You
Can I
might not know
strike
how to
a
go
pose?
if you want.
I'm watching.
Yes.
Spider turns back into Sorrow, so now Sorrow's just like
Oh, hey,
chilling.
that's
On
right.
your
Sarah's
shoulder?
down there too.
On your shoulder.
Yeah, Sorrow's just chilling there, but Sorrow doesn't say
Do I have
shit.
do I have to roll to see if I can actually carry Sarah, or?
No.
Okay,
Sorrow's
God.
like this big.
Okay, but then again, I'm not this strong.
No, you can carry up to like
One more.
something. Yes.
And then
Can snag a bone so that he can
Yeah.
shoot back.
You have to roll to snag the bone, though.
I want a very good one.
Roll.
Get the best.
What kind of bone do you want?
A good bone.
Where are you going for the bone?
Get the whole fucking pelvis.
Okay, roll.
Thanks. Already have spine bone.
8.
Roll for strength.
Get a
11.
bone.
Okay. Your hand just goes. Your hand goes into the open wound that It is Gregory. Your hand. You put your hand into the open, like broken part of flesh, and pull out some of the spine as like pulling a foot from a sock. It just kind of deflates on half of the side as
really need Gregory's bone.
as flesh also is now attached to this bone. It kind of peels off as you pull it. And you at the very end you snap
No matter
the end
what
of the
I
bone
do,
off. So
I
you
can't
have
lift past so I a spine.
yeah you now have a good chunk of a spine.
Jump already, just
Fine.
fine.
An 8 plus 3, so 11.
What do you do?
I want to turn around and I want to walk off and I want to just fall backwards.
Like
Lift
this?
away.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
fall.
Okay, you do that, and you hit the ground, you feel like a stunt actor for a second, and yeah, you get up, you're fine.
It's not like DC. I lay there for a few minutes. Y'all can do your perception as I'm laying there.
Okay, so there's a door, and y'all are now all down there. And I'm guessing you guys trade for
Yeah.
Give me.
Okay, you have your shoe back. I'm gonna get rid of.
That's a half length of spine, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was gonna say we're all suffering. I still have to go back.
We're at the door. Let's go.
You guys are at the door to the final boss.
The final.
Oh.
We're not fighting the boss
We
tonight.
took forever with them.
We are not fighting the boss.
He's less than Mimic, surprisingly.
Okay, fuck it.
It's more emotional.
Wait, hold on.
Weird stairwell that's kind of leading down in a circle, and at the very bottom you see some people huddled around this kind of like this room.
Who has a bomb?
My body.
I am fireball.
Do you want to throw me? Because I will fully light myself on fire halfway through the air.
We want to if we're throwing you, I'd say the fighter because he has the most strength.
If we eat both of us at the same time and your
Everyone just yeets.
my poison spray combined with your fire, would that make
But
a
I don't want
bomb
your
like
poison
that?
spray on my body. My
Lighter.
body.
She goes
Hairspray.
Sarah goes first, then you.
Yeah.
I feel like just throw
I mean,
my
you could
body
walk
and
down
then
the
I
other
can
way,
roll out
but I
the
mean-
way you guys can-
The DM's like, please no.
I'm fine with this, honestly.
Are we supposed to kill her?
Counterpoint.
Okay.
We
Yes.
just use projectiles.
You guys could walk
I
down
am
the
one.
stairway,
Who's
but
throwing me?
I'm assuming the
fire.
The fire.
Fire do it.
okay. Roll to throw him.
Like,
Okay, and Ember, you were launching. You were flying through the
Halfway
air.
Through the air, I set myself on fire.
You use your fire cantrip. What is that again?
1d8.
Okay, 1d8.
I need a d8.
This guy, you have surprise on him too, so I'll add a +2 to that. Whatever you get.
5.
You got 5 + 2. You do 7. So you come.
I need to roll my 20.
Roll 20 to see if you land.
I got an 8 plus anything.
Dexterity.
So I have an 11.
Okay, you land, and you take this dude by his little cultist cloak. You're flaming as you do so. You grab him by the back and you suplex him as you're flying back into the wall. He takes that was 8 + 2 damage. No, how much damage? What did he roll?
That was
Oh, 7.
damage.
He takes 7 damage. Okay.
Can I cast 2 spells at the same time with our cantrips?
Yeah. Actually, no, only 1. Sorry, they count because it takes up a turn.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Thorn Whip at them all.
Okay, okay. Now that they know you're there, this dude's gonna. Okay, he doesn't avoid it. How much is roll for Thorn Whip?
Oh. One.
Well, I fucked him up.
Also, Nemia, familiar person again.
Remember, bitch tits.
You recognize this as your aunt,
Who stole your money in 9th grade?
Sorry. this cult fanatic, or this cult leader, basically, kind of turns around with a bloodied slash across their face, and you recognize them as the child of both your tribe's leader and your childhood best friend.
Gregory?
No, it's not Gregory.
I'm not touching this man.
You just yeeted him into a wall.
Okay, besides that,
Technically, you only
minor details.
technically you only touched his clothing.
I'm gonna talk like this at school. Tomorrow.
You recognize this guy.
This poor guy. You wanna yell at me to grab him or something?
No.
And his name is Aikilan.
What? Can I steal his name?
It's Aikilan. It's Aikilan. Aikilan.
I seduce him?
Aikilan. You just yeeted him into a
I
wall.
just want to seduce him. He has a cool
Yes?
name.
Can I roll to seduce Equilin?
No, you just attacked. Okay, who's else? Okay, it's what are you two gonna do? Fight? Well, actually, fighter, you already used your turn by yeeting. And what are you gonna do?
Yes, I'm gonna use the only spell that I've used so far.
Firebolt?
The only fighting spell I've used so far. I'm gonna use Firebolt. What do you
Yep, I thought so. Okay, so this dude actually managed to jump out of the way of your firebolt as it smashes across the.
Does it get anyone else in the collateral?
It doesn't get anyone else in the
How
collateral.
many other people are there, and can I roll to seduce them?
There's Ember.
You just.
Can
Okay,
I
ready?
choose to
Wait,
do
hold on. I'm gonna open my book and I'll point to it.
Okay, anyways. Okay, now he's going to attack.
He can shoot me.
Okay, I don't know how sorry.
And he fails his attack because he's rather startled. He's kind of surprised by you guys falling from the ceiling onto him. Okay, anyways. Everyone roll initiative again. By the way, this guy is trying. By the way, Chae, when you
17.
when Ember, when you hit this guy. Okay,
When I hit this guy,
Baby.
Ember, when you hit this guy, you kind of pause. He was doing some kind of spell, and you kind of interrupted that with your fist.
Actually, I think it was my entire body.
Yeah.
How far down are they?
you fisted where?
Like 20 feet.
I'm gonna have to get down.
Okay.
So just to be
Can I
clear,
use everyone else's turns?
I think I go.
Did you roll a nat 20?
No, I got a 17 plus 20.
Plus, you mean plus 3? Okay. 17.
So I was very high.
Yes?
What are we adding to these?
Your initiative or your dexterity.
Oh, then I
Or
got.
dexterity.
I got 22 then.
I
Okay.
got a 6. How dare
you
get higher than me?
I dare very easily.
Okay, so we got 22.
So just to be clear, can't roll to seduce
No.
any of the cult
No.
members.
We're not.
And there just seems to be this single dude at this moment. Like you're like
Oh.
we've gotten to this point.
All right. Can I cast Charm Person?
Wisdom is a 1, so
Oh fuck! I charmed a person.
You actually charm person.
Okay.
okay, you charmed a person.
I approach Aquaman and I
So this
say,
person kind of he straightens up a bit.
and I go, okay, we're not going to harm him. He's harmless for now. Okay? Okay, party member.
Okay.
Okay, I need okay from everyone.
Okay.
What about Nemia?
Like from up the stairwell.
Okay from everyone.
I just want to set his pants on fire.
No!
Later.
Okay.
That's for
Fine,
my
so-
mind.
The
Sorrow,
charm wears off.
Sorrow approaches Aquaman
Mm-hmm.
and she goes, what the fuck are you doing down here? So, just to be clear, charmed person makes the person who's charmed is like best friends with
No, that's
the
friend.
guy.
They're just kind of more acquaintances, but nice
Okay.
acquaintances.
They're like acquaintance clubs now.
He's like, well, I was actually, I was
I
doing
don't know,
this.
that's why I'm asking.
I was doing this ritual, you see.
Oh, that's interesting. Please tell me more.
There is a strong magic behind this room. This little room you see without doors or windows.
Oh,
and-
like a riddle.
I was kind of assuming that one of you guys would kind of die, so it would kind of allow
That's
this
very
thing to
good
happen.
assumption. Very good. assumption.
Wait,
So
wait,
it
wait,
kind of.
If we kill him, does that mean
A field trip.
What is a field trip?
Where we go on trip to field, and then we do fun activity there.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Yeah, sounds very nice, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to go on the field trip. now.
Okay.
Okay. And then like Sarah like covers his ears so he can't hear, and goes, "Fun activity is beheading."
Okay, so you guys have a surprise on him.
I'm not killing him in this basement.
Where are you killing him
grab
then?
him with my
What?
big
Where are you-
In a field.
Why?
We don't have a field.
Okay, I have a concept.
Yes?
Is there?
I pick him up like a tiny rag doll with my big giant hand, put him upstairs, then we can kill him.
Is there? Okay, so the thing is that the room needs blood, right? So if we can kill him without causing any blood.
Suffocate! Sorry.
So if we can kill him without causing any blood to spill, would that not cause anything to happen?
Okay, but
Yes.
what's in the door in the room?
Some final boss that we're too lazy
Okay.
to fight.
So what are you trying to summon with blood?
Um,
Very much blood.
it's less of trying to summon it. It's more of there's something being guarded.
Okay. Well, what is it?
We don't know.
That's
the
stupid.
barrier is this magic. I've never seen
Bear.
anything like it.
It's a Tarask.
So you're trying to unguard something you don't know what is that needs blood to unguard it? You're fucking stupid, aren't you?
Well, that is a bit rude.
Oh, I'm very sorry. I did
Oh, thank
not
you.
mean it. You're
Thank you.
welcome. She like pats his head. She turns around. This guy's fucking
Nemia is just like.
So Sarah like covers his ears again. So she's like, so we can kill this guy without no blood. Make it fine. No blood, no monster. We get out safe and sound and very, very happy with our stupid glowing stones.
Friendship party. Anyways, okay. So does anyone? No.
And then I never have to see any of you ever again.
Okay, what are you guys gonna do?
Fucking roll the suffocate.
Roll to suffocate. Who's gonna suffocate?
We're
him?
all going to.
Okay.
Where are the dice?
I think. Wait.
Oh,
should
are we-
My boy's
you
still
stand in
upstairs.
front of him and try to assure him, like,
Yeah.
make him picture
Yeah.
the field. Like,
So-
tell him that you have to, like, imagine yourself
Okay,
and then you'll transfer
so-
to the field, like, live. over.
Okay. So
Wait.
Mhm.
I could
You
do-
guys realize that
I could
the
do,
charm
like-
person spell starts to wear off once you start dealing damage to the person, right?
yes.
Okay, that's
Oh,
why we're
well.
gonna do this in one go.
Yes.
I could do like the take life force thing.
But how much does that take?
Let me see.
All life force? It doesn't take all life force with
Well, I think it takes a lot. It deals necrotic damage equal to 1d8 plus my charisma modifier on a hit, and my charisma modifier is 1. So it's 1 plus
Yeah,
I would say the fighter, possibly falling from the ceiling could actually do more damage.
But that would do blood.
You wanna eat yourself?
that might be bloody though.
Hey, it's your choice, not mine.
That
What about we take our rope and we tie it around his neck?
I vote that Sorrow takes off a bunch of her layers and then just holds it over his
But we
face.
need to hold his body down so he can't like make himself bleed.
Everyone
at all.
else sit
Okay.
on him.
Yeah, everybody sit on him
I'll
and
strap
Sorrow.
Okay,
I go down.
roll to properly sit on this dude.
And then I have to roll the suffocate.
Do we
Guys, we're still upstairs. I think we should
No
go
modifiers.
Okay,
I got a
thank you.
7.
Roll to properly sit on this dude.
7.
I rolled an 8.
Okay, everyone.
To suffocate.
Okay.
I rolled a
17.
2.
Actually, I really shouldn't
I
be a
sit
part
on him
of
badly.
this.
Okay, roll.
If I run down, can I make it there to sit down?
You can jump.
I don't want to take full damage.
Can I jump to the 17 while I
It won't be if you land on him. What are you doing?
I got 18.
For what?
I got 18.
For what are you? For what action is that? Is that jumping?
Fine, jumping. Fine, jumping.
Okay. You jump up. That's 18.
An 18 to jump on him and an 18 to suffocate him.
Because you're suffocating this man and jumping on him. I'll give you 1 extra point. So let's do that damage out. You have 8. Roll the D. I'll roll the D8 for you. You do 7 times 2. That's 14. Your suffocation.
There was an 18 for suffocation.
Okay, 1 second.
Wow.
I'm gonna see if there's a stat on that.
That's a creative way to kill someone.
Yeah.
Good way to avoid the final boss.
We're all like super lazy. We're like,
Well, I mean, it is
Okay.
16.
And I'm going to. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. He is dead. But okay. Let me explain.
no, what? No!
No.
You guys don't have a. There's not. This is the last boss. Okay.
I think my dad's picking up at 10:15.
You hit him, and guts and stuff splatter. Just.
Sarah just kind of like looks at the ceiling and goes, "Oh my fucking god! Oh my fucking god!"
And with this, the room's doors actually seemed to. The room that was there, the walls.
Sarah lays on the
They
floor.
move down, and there's a tiny little platform.
I'm sitting on the ground.
And Nemia, you specifically, your stone seems to almost be like pulling you a bit forward to this platform.
Oh, God.
Nemia, you go. Your mess, you go.
Alright, the wall's moving.
The walls are sinking into the ground to like kind of create a flat base. Then there is this platform in the middle of the room.
Okay, I'm gonna run to the platform and everyone, come on.
No, your mess,
Fine.
you go.
Okay, you're walking up to the platform.
Yeah.
Okay, you see your stone. Your stone.
Wait, hang on. I don't think I have accurate depiction. So
Your
the ceiling is
the ceiling sinks into the ground,
okay.
and now it is just a flat piece of ground with a platform in the middle.
Okay.
And there seems to be some item in the middle of this.
Okay, I go here.
Guys, you might want to listen to this.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you're going, your stone, you notice, kind of falls out of your pocket, but keeps moving towards this thing. It like drags itself kind of along the ground like a magnet, and it hits this thing, right? And out of that comes these little beams of white light, and from that, almost this holographic image forms before you, like something that plays out. This light just kind of like creates, forms. Yeah.
You're my only hope.
No, it forms this person. I would say this is a human man. He has dark hair. You can't really tell any color from this because it is very white and transparent-esque. He has dark hair. He has a kind of scraggy beard, and he's wearing a cloak. And
It's a hologram.
anyways, he's holding something in his hand, and he's holding a small throwing knife in one hand and what looks like a pocket watch in the other. And you see him actually hold up this knife when there's a loud, just like, thwomp, and you see come out of his chest is an arrow, and then another one, and then another one, and then another one, as like 6 arrows hit this guy in the back, and he just crumples. But you notice as he falls, he clicks the button on this little stopwatch, and his eyes go white, and out of his eyes, out of his mouth, out of his ears, this becomes this white light, as if it just kind of evaporates his entire body. A white wave floods over the entire room, blinding you all temporarily for a second. And as it settles, 4 single throwing knives hit the ground around Nemia. What are you going to do with them?
What the fuck?
These knives are glistening with a unique-looking material
Is it
that
cum?
looks rather... No! It's the same colored material as the rocks you previously had.
I'm going to I go tentatively try to pick one up.
You pick it up, and you immediately feel there's some form of magical connection with this item. You feel, basically, light comes, runs up your fingertips, and up your butt, veins kind of, running up to your eyes as you hold up this item. It's literally, this item is now literally glowing, and you kind of feel you feel this item kind of bond to you, as you now realize that you have an item that not only will increase as you go along on this journey, but this is known as Odin's knife picks. They can pick any lock, non-magical, once a day. Each 4 of them can be used. And they can also deal 1d6 slashing damage, and they all have a thin wire cord attached to them to retrieve these weapons. And as you kind of hold this and it shimmers and all this goes on, you kind of notice the ground seems to be rising a bit. But it's not rising like regular ground, it's rising with sand.
Sarah goes, oh fuck, it's quicksand. You're a mess, you fix it. Please fix it.
I'm not like my back ready for death.
Sure.
Yeah?
Oh,
Still
fuck.
up the stairs.
Everyone just roll a dexterity.
Oh god.
I'm still up the stairs though.
17.
I never went down.
I was gonna say we.
You roll a dexterity. The sand is rising.
15.
Chae, plus your dexterity too for that.
Oh, wait.
17. 18.
19.
15.
9.
Okay.
Oh, bitch.
Can anyone grab Ember? Is anyone near Ember?
I can try.
Okay, someone grab Ember.
Do I have to
So-
roll
I
for
could take
that?
a big
Yes, you have to roll for that.
12.
Okay, so you Keelan grabs Ember by the back of the scruff of his collar basically and yoinks him up as the sand continues to rise, but you guys kind of manage to almost tread water on this rising sand, and it actually brings you back up to the top of this desert-like area,
Is the bear
feeling
okay?
entirely flooding what you previously were under.
Is the bear okay?
I don't know. Maybe he swam
Wait,
out.
this is like an Avatar where the library filled.
Wait,
with sand.
so
Yes.
was there a pile?
And okay, so you get to this top, and Nemia, with your new, oddly, you can definitely tell this is some kind of magical artifact of immense power.
Yeah.
You just hear, "Wow, I didn't think you would actually do that," from behind you.
I whip around.
You turn around, and there's the ghostly silhouette of the same dude you just got.
Can we see that?
You cannot see him. That just got stabbed by the 6 arrows. And that's where it ends.
Can I roll see sand?
No.
Well,
You know,
And
I
that's
want
the end
a nice quiet
of
life
whatever
without
this
being
is.
alone.